Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm Professor Bohdi, aka Mr. Bonny John, aka David Boy. David Boy is the brand. Thank you so much for joining me today. On today's stream, as you can see, we're going to start with some art because yesterday, which is part 2 of our Emerald playthrough of essentially the retirement run, the soft retirement from streaming, and I guess the more I think about it, I guess the version of the Mr. Bonny John channel as you guys know it, there's going to be a little bit of a slight rebranding, and you know, I've talked about it and how I'm moving along in my artistic kind of career. So expect little changes like that to happen after I finish this stream, not this one, but this last Emerald run. That said, yesterday ZUKO evolved into Blaziken. So if you've been watching, you kind of realize that. Oh, I want to say hello to you guys. Hello, Chill Bill. Ayani is here, and Crusader has made it as well. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. So my team in this Hoenn region run, first time playing Emerald, it's literally just Blaziken. It was Torchic who kicked everybody's ass, then Combusken, and now it's Blaziken. If you have been watching, you may have seen a few flashes of appearances from supporting actors like Larry the Lotad. We've had a Ninkata that was on the team for like 2 seconds. We have an Aaron named Biscotti, who I like just because of his name. But, you know, we've got kind of a soft art lock kind of thing going on. There's no part of it that's actually truly a Nuzlocke because that's a little too much. Chicken Run, Chicken Blaze kicks with that. In mind, I want to make a really cool full body illustration because in the vein of the other art locks that I've kind of done, I would do portraits of the characters that we made. And so here's Larry. Here goes, oh, I didn't even write Biscotti. I'm sorry, Biscotti. So here you go, here's Biscotti. So, yeah, now that we have Blaziken, I decided to save the Blaziken illustration for the top of this stream. And we'll get right into our game in just a little bit. So, whenever I think of Blaziken, it's so humanoid. And I like to tether with a lot of the fighting types, right? Like a real-world kind of martial art. And I think Muay Thai is a really nice fit for Blaziken. Obviously, you could do like kickboxing, right? But even in Mega Blaziken's official art, there's like a very Muay Thai kind of stance it has. So, I've been looking up Muay Thai poses. I'm gonna write dynamic kick and see what reference we get, because I think we can get something cool there for our Blaziken's pose. And so, you know, we've been talking about like, oh, how do we make ZUKO stand out? ZUKO has a scar famously, right, in Avatar: The Last Airbender. So you guys are suggesting we do something cool there. And I agree. Our ZUKO he fell to a Makuhita, Brawly's Makuhita, who had thrown a reversal on him. Good character arc moment for him, right? If we were like following his journey. Otherwise, he's been pretty much taking down everything that's been in his path, right? So I've been yapping. I've been looking for some cool poses. There's some cool stuff over here. I guess we'll kind of just jump right into it. I think I see one that I quite like. It's not as dynamic as I'd like. I think with these kind of things, right, it would look really dope animated. But let's start illustrating. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Please let me know how your day's gone. And I guess I'll update you guys about mine. I've been feeling a little better because, as I told you guys, I kind of randomly kind of got sick again, which is very weird because I had gotten sick a month ago, and even that threw me off because I was like sick earlier in the year, and I think I chalked it up to the fact that should we like reline this, or can I just kind of maybe sketch this out? You guys let me know. But essentially, I think I realized my body was just like, hey, dude, you've been hitting the gym nonstop. You've been going out a lot. Like, I wasn't really giving my body a chance to, you know what? Yeah, let's just kind of block everything in. Um, and, that's kind of something that happens when we don't listen to um, our bodies for rest, right? So sometimes when it comes to art, I've had moments where, like, I'll just ignore the fact that my hand or my wrist or something needs a break, and I kind of overdo it. Um, and then it'll put me out of commission. And had I took a proper break, I would probably, um, be in a better. Oh, you know what? What's underneath Blaziken's foot? Because he's got these bell bottoms, and the pose that I got, he's got like foot kicked out like this. Um, so I'll probably have to. I mean, I'm sure it's just. So we have the grippers out. Yeah, I see the vision of this pose. We'll see if it looks actually cool or not. But yeah, essentially, listen to your guys' body. It knows what it's doing for a reason. It hasn't steered us wrong thus far, right? Oh yeah, this is a funky little pose. Otherwise, Blaziken's like default kind of art is, nothing special. I mean, it's cool. It's kind of like a knee, a flying knee. Does this look cool, you guys? Okay, let's see. I guess maybe if we like smeared the foot like this. All right, not too bad. There's our Blaziken. I'll have his like tail like right here. He does have that crotch fur that, like, for whatever reason, a good number of Pokemon have. And, I guess like the thought process there is like we've got to break up the space. But, it's kicking time. It is. Welcome in, Zach. Let's see. I guess if actually, you know what? Realistically, it would probably look like this. I'm gonna look for Blaziken's foot. All right. There's nothing really definitive that I'm seeing. You can see the claws, but it's kind of like vaguely rendered. Because the bell bottoms, and then a lot of it is like you'll see the fire and the flames kind of going, so as to like cover up that area. And that Blaziken is pregnant, according to this Google search. Okay, that's a thing that we just saw. I had to see for you guys. That's the love I have for you guys. All right, I think that looks pretty cool. Why don't we shrink this just a little bit? And I'm going to cut it, paste it. I'm going to set the opacity down a little bit. We'll bring it right into the frame right here. Zoom in. Right here, trying to sue Nintendo because they thought Blaziken had his combustion out. That's not true. Find me an article. The internet blows things up out of proportion. There's no way. I guess with Pokken, Blaziken, and all those kind of Pokemon, since they're rendered out realistically, it's a little more egregious, right? But there's always some sort of, outcry or this or that. Blaziken's pregnant. I'm the baby. That's my favorite comment of the day. And what's up, Justin? Welcome in. The Blaziken is hot? How do you mean? Chill. Um, yeah, I'm looking at it. The Pokken render isn't too bad, right? What have you guys been up to today? I went to my therapist today. Love her. Get this. She's done. She said that I broke her spirit and she can't do it anymore. No, actually, she actually will be going to a new clinic and helping them develop out their stuff. And I just wish her the best. She was just an amazing therapist in just so many ways. I kind of really chalk up much of my success to her. Let's do, he's kind of like looking at the viewer, right? Where should we put his scar? We've been talking about how ZUKO deserves a really badass scar or scars. Remember when they tried to cancel Typhlosion? Again, all that kind of stuff is blown out of proportion. No one really can't try to cancel him. You know, it's the fandom doing silly kind of goofy stuff. There's no actionable things anybody could do. It's just, you know, that kind of stuff was never meant to be seen by the public, you know? And that's that kind of stuff when they get hacked, that's going to cause a lot of developers and whatnot. They're going to force them to be even more they're going to hold their secrets even closer to the chest. Any kind of like pre-development or insights and whatnot. That was a crazy time. That was an absolute crazy time, right? I think we read a few of that stuff on stream. IDK if they try to sue, but there was definitely complaints about it from parents. Again, probably just blown out of proportion. You know, news stories, media, you know. I mean, by media, I mean just probably like who's picking up that story? Where are we actually hearing it from? Like, how far did it actually go, right? I don't tend to entertain that kind of stuff because, yeah, the more power and energy you give it, the more it actually does become a thing. So it's such a non-issue that, like, by not giving it energy, like, that's what it deserves, right? Can't wait for Wednesday. What's Wednesday? Pretty much the therapist I had. I'm gonna miss my therapist. And here's the thing, truth be told, I feel so great right now. I'm like, well, yeah, my current venture, you know, is obviously closing up this version of this channel of YouTube, and you know, I'll be starting the master's program. It's almost kind of fitting, and the timing of it is like my last therapy session with her is dang, this is a good day for fans who are into feet. I'm just gonna say it. Y'all little freaky deakies, here you go. I'm gonna make this kind of a little messy just because, again, I have this kind of like fire, like trail marks coming in. But she was great, and yeah, the timing of it, my last therapy session with her is the 13th, and then my my actual orientation for the program, where I meet my cohorts, I'm sure, you know, maybe some of the professors and whatnot, it's literally the next day. So it's like, wow, closing out, you know, my therapy, which, you know, I just feel really great these days and feel more like intrinsically linked to my you know, my authentic self as an artist, as an individual, put the work in, you know. It's a great feeling. And so it's very kismet, it feels like. I've been using that word a lot, kismet. I think is a Sanskrit or Hindi word. Scar over the chest would be peak, Reg Crusader. I gotta agree, that would be dope. Scar on the chest says Chill Bill. It should go from his eyes to his mouth. That is a cool look as well. Gotta catch a Pokemon, name it Arrow for sure. 100% one of the most goated characters, I think, even just outside of Avatar. You know what? We should all strive to be like that, honestly. Bonnie's off to greener pastures. We're putting him down. No! The Kickin' Chicken, what's up, JC? Yo, JC, let's be honest. You would have a Blaziken. I think your Blaziken, you would train him to be so tough that you would spar with it. And it could just take it. I think JC could be the ultimate fighting... How do we know he's human? How do we know? Has anyone actually confirmed? Maybe JC is the penultimate fighting type. Right? Change my mind. You know how many people he's body slammed in this chat as the mod? Actually, you guys have been always on your best behavior. And I've said it before. Thank you guys for being like the most amazing and non-problematic chat I could have asked for. I think I manifested you guys to be as kind and caring. Because yeah, that kind of stuff is very scary. You know, people, you know, and we've had like interesting characters in stream and, you know, on the Discord. The mods certainly know about all that. But yeah, all things considered, like, we really, you know, we really had an, when I say had, I can confirm neither nor deny. My God, he's a Pokemon who can speak. He's one of those. He's like a Lucario or Mewtwo level. My God. It's you gotta be Grandpa Max. Yeah, Grandpa Max is, from what I've seen, is very on that same wavelength type of thing, you know. I'm gonna Morb. That's, you know what, that is when a mod needs to step in, because if ZUKO's Morbin time, there's no guarantee anyone's gonna be coming out alive. I don't make the rules. Let's have his hands. That's looking a little funky, but hey, that's okay. Yeah, that does look funky. Kind of want his fist to be even bigger then. Mega Blaziken, because I'm seeing a lot of that in the references popping up, is so simple, like in a great way. Like obviously you can tell he looks a little different, like the colorway is a little different. Adding all that black is so great. It adds like a starkness to the red and the yellow. But genuinely, it's I prefer Megas to look like that, where it truly looks like the next stage of Blaziken. Like it does not meant, Megas are not meant to look like, you know, the next version of the Pokemon, right? Like Megas should look like the Pokemon that it is, just enhanced, you know. Mods removing my morbing inhibitors. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. Seize him. Yo, the fact that I never got to say seize him is a travesty. Well, actually, now's my chance. Seize him. First Hoenn Mega, you can get an X and Y. That's so true. In fact, they give you, I think they should give you a Torchic for free, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why they chose Blaziken. Like, his Blaziken got the love before even the other, you know, before the other guys got their own evolutions in, Ultra Sun, not Ultra Sun, Oros, right? Can you guys confirm that? And I remember thinking, what the hell? Like, what in the Charizard level of, you know, does everyone love Blaziken? Being based on the poll, remember Torchic was the lowest of the batch. Is it a mystery gift? I thought it was with the game. I remember seeing, oh no, was there not a code? I feel like I put in a code. There was like a page in the book. I mean, maybe it's a code that you get for the mystery gifts, but you know what I mean. Torchic was a pre-order bonus. What's up, Wombat? So yeah, okay, this kind of came out dope. I I am gonna make the head just a little smaller. I think it's a bit jarring to me that it's looking a little big. Um, yeah, there we go. That feels a little more like scaled. Um, all right, pretty cool. I'm not gonna color it or anything. Um, that does look pretty dope. If I did, I would like obviously, um, you know, really full commit. Really consider the silhouette, the line movement a little better, um, the whole spiel. But alas, these are all just a bunch of sketches. I got like a Rayquaza thing going on, or so, I don't know. You guys know what I mean? Is that crazy? You know, you know. Oops. Who knew Kickin' Chicken would just end up being so cool? I'm gonna make him a little more angrier looking. Here we go. I guess like that. It's like a draconic kind of mouth kind of setup. You know? He looks pretty cool though. ZUKO looks pretty badass to me. The fist is a little janky, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's do the chest, or let's see how the scar is going to look. Yo, this came out sick, chat. What do you think? ZUKO with the crown. You just get it via the internet through mystery gift. What's up, Nick? I think it's the least popular, so maybe they thought they could give it. Wow, interesting. We get Hoopas to connect to McDonald's. Oh, I remember that too. That was crazy. Pidgeotto? What about Pidgeotto? Bonnie, what's your opinion on pigeons? That's so funny because Crusader just asked about Pidgeotto. I've been drawing them nonstop the past 2 days, so they're on the brain. I mean, I grew up in New York where pigeons are the rats of the sky. So they're just a staple to me, right? That's like over here, you know, we see different kind of birds day to day, right? Not so much pigeons. But over there, pigeons are just left and right. So I know doves and pigeons are so closely related. So it's kind of funny where one pigeon is seen as the rat of the sky, and then the other is like the symbol of purity, right? So let's see over here. So pigeons, they get a thumbs up from me. Reminds me of a video I once saw. It was a Breath of the Wild based video. Two people had to do 5 challenges, but every time they die, they have to draw what killed them in the game. Oh, that's cool. I think what makes Blaziken even cooler, right, Zach, is that he's not just a literal chicken. He's just straight up a man with big feet. And, you know, this was like kind of the first foray into like the full-on anthro-style designs that the series would really start leaning into in the latter half of the generations, right? Like, granted, this was Gen 3, and, you know, Gen 4, you know, it wasn't quite there yet. Like, it was really Gen 6 in Kalos where they're like, yeah, we're just doing it. We're going for all in. It's really great. Thank you, guys. I wish they were real, and sadly they are just government drones. I thought doves are a symbol of peace. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Purity, peace, same difference. Here's the team right now, and you know, truth be told, you know, I don't even feel like drawing the rest of the characters. I really don't even know when I'm gonna get around to I have to find a Pokemon that feels what I'll do is maybe I'll just draw the final forms of whatever Pokemon we get. Because switching off to draw like a Ralts and then you know. It ain't what it's cracked up to be, chat. Oh shit, you know, we gotta give him the scars. So I kind of want to give him... He got reversaled. So let's give him... No, it's got to be the thunder scars, right? What if he got like blinded in this eye? Nope. It's too dark. All right, we're going to give him scars like this. Like he's like disfigured a little bit. Okay, so fine. It is kind of like ZUKO. All right. It just works, okay? Dang, he looks cool. Let's do like a full kind of arc. Man, if I did color this shit would be ill. Maybe that's something I could do down the line. Hell, maybe I'll make this the prompt. Like, what if I just did the lines? If I like properly line this and I'm like, hey, August prompt, color my Blaziken. Is that something you guys would want to see? That feels like a fun evolution of the Baybiba thing. I do have another Pokemon that I would love to see you guys evolve. So maybe I'll do that as well for August. But, you know, let me know. I don't mind evolving the challenges a little bit. Which would make sense because I kind of want to, again, if anything, I'm like moving the channel in a direction of more general art than Fakemon, you know? I did not check out that render video yet. I hope to soon. Bonnie, what country or state do you live in now? I live in Florida in the US. What's up, Rick? Welcome in, welcome in. Bevy, Grace, or Pitying? That's cool. I make that eye blind. Yeah, it's classic cool, right? Let me know if those kind of things sound interesting to you, but there goes ZUKO. I think he looks pretty damn sick. I'm just gonna do a quick flip check. Oh wait, why does that look even cooler, actually? Right? Low-key, why does that look cooler? Okay, so I'm going to start. I close that out. See, if I were a really professional streamer, I'd have like I mean, I do have this one thing, my stream deck, and you know, I could push buttons and it'll shift to the new scene and do this and that and the other. No, I'm not that suave with it. Nicholas writes, would you ever decide to do stuff like art tutorial videos? Art tutorial videos since you're shifting to more general art. I don't think I'm going to do tutorials. I think the niche I kind of want to live in. And this is literally, it's more than anything. It is, it's just being your guys' big brother in these like videos, I imagine. And I'm giving you guys just advice that, you know, I wish I kind of came across sooner and earlier. But, you know, that's the thing about advice and knowledge is, you know, you learn when you're meant to. Because sometimes you can come across something and it doesn't necessarily mean you're ready to learn or hear it, right? Sometimes it may take even longer, right? Like sometimes, you know, I know a lot of people might hear or learn about something. And they may have to learn the lesson several times, and it might be painful. So I think with this new direction, and again, don't expect, hey, I'm Professor Bohdi, here's like these Fakemon, da 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 da. No, like it's literally gonna be very simple 3, 2, 3, 4 minute videos where I say never give up in many different ways. You know, like in some capacity it might be almost like an art vlog, kind of how my journey of, you know, the master's program goes, but you know, much of it remains to be seen. I do think I could make good tutorial videos, but at the same time, there's like a million of those already. And so when it comes to creating this type of art, right? Because I don't want to say content anymore. The idea is, I want it to be fun, easy, and most importantly, like from the heart, right? And like truly another facet, like maybe the crux of it all for me is like, what is it that I'm saying that only I can say? And granted, like you guys will have heard this whenever I churn out advice and whatnot from other creators over the time, if it's like artists or this or that or the other, but it's my unique perspective, right? Like my spin on it. So yeah, I did see the video wreck. That is just so crazy because they're like straight up color coded like the Power Rangers, and then like the implication is they actually fused. Like it's insane. Headcanon, how you got scars? He was trying to master Blaze Kick and actually hit both of them side. No, that's silly. Why would he injure himself? That's not badass at all. The crown's work is you guys keep commenting and you guys get experience and you guys are racing to get to #1. So right now, Justin is #1, Wombat's well, it says over here Wombat #2, then Wombat is #3 now. So I don't know if somebody else got #2, but hearing about the beef between Spider-Man and Wolverine, I mean, they've always had like, you know, funny little interactions, but no, I have not. Here goes Team Magma. This is the first time we're seeing him in this game. He writes, or says, hey man, is our leader really going to awaken that thing? Sounds like it, yeah, but I heard we need a meteorite to do it. Oh, I get it now. That's why the rest of the crew went to fall on it. You got it. And until they come back, we're not to let anyone pass. Oh no, don't tell me I gotta listen to this whole thing. I hate that. I love the look of this. I know, it's so classic. It's so classic. There's something so endearing about it. And I'm never going to be like a purist and be like, Pokemon doesn't look good anymore. Well, okay, objectively, Paldea kind of looks awful. In my opinion, I think the look feel of Galar it felt more Pokemon-like and more intentional in its art style. But that said, I get why this won't come back. And never say never. But they could adopt a really cool new visual style for Gen 10. I think it'll just kind of improve on the look feel of like Legends Arceus, because Legends ZA is probably the best indicator of how the series will continue to evolve, and that game looks really good. It looks great, right? Haters be gone. Like, you can't say anything about the visuals. Like, it looks like what we should have had before. He said style. No. Wolverine. What? What the hell? I did a nice drawing of all the witches in the Wizard of Oz. Is there multiple witches? I don't know. I guess so. Alright, so this is what this stream is going to be. It's going to be ZUKO destroying everything in his way, as he has since he was a baby. Alright, we really put him through the ringer. I know, the gameplay is riveting. My strategy is one Pokemon who's got like some type coverage. You know, we are going to be screwed. He does it again. I'm telling you, we're going to get cooked. We're going to get humbled very, very... Can you grab me some bandages? No, that's my Pokemon. I don't want your number, Bray. What the hell? What's up, Matt? What's up, Poppy? Have you seen my last 2 messages? Yeah, I was looking through it. It sounds all crazy and stuff. Here we go. The fiery path. We gotta cap... Look, now we're gonna run into, like... I was gonna say fire and ground Pokemon, and then the opposite shows up. Here's a poison. We do need new Pokemon. ZUKO is hard carrying the team, and quite frankly, that's the role I gave him. Okay? If we see like a Ralts or a Curly or something, done. I've not. I must have seen little bits. Oh, we're poisoned? Come on, bro. I'm sure I've seen bits of it, I think in elementary school a long time ago. But I didn't see the new one either, the one with Ariana Grande. I know she's got green skin, the witch. So I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point, right? Alright, let's see. Heals in battle, like I can't just use it right now. Oh, okay, cool. Water or ground type for the next gym? No problem. See, we don't need a fire type. Here comes Torkoal. We're on the fiery path. You want to play Digimon, but you made it that way? Yo, dead ass. He is my partner. This is ZUKOmon. Wicked genuinely amazing? Really? Second with it, I said. Comes out on my birthday. Nice. I think so Super Mario, the first one came out on my birthday, what was dope. Do we know when Super Mario 2 comes out, chat? It's sometime in April, which is when my birthday is. Slug my balls. Yeah, it's like one of those classic movies, right? Apparently all the actors on the set were like party fiends. Like everybody was like drinking and getting high and whatever else. That's what I heard. Like it's like a known thing in Hollywood. It was different times. Alright, we're on Route 112. There's Rengoku. Oh, Ross berries, and I think that's Rost for strawberries. Gotcha. You're not slick. Pecha berries, peaches. I want to say, I thought, somebody look it up. I think they did mention a release date. I could be wrong, for Mario 2. I believe it's coming out next April. Look at this guy. Kindler Bryant. Landed on my birthday? That's so fire. Both goated. I went into After Effects today and I started messing around with the visuals for the new set of videos. And it's, again, I'm designing it so it's a simple template. I just have to record the video. I'm not going to use my Logitech Brio 4K camera. I think I'm just going to use my iPhone. Really try to get like that cinematic look to it at least. I want the videos to feel like... Actually, I'm just going to ask you guys while I have you here. So I wrote into general chat of the Discord. If you guys aren't there, the link should be in the description to this stream. All right. Today, 3:03 p.m. Hey all, I've talked about briefly on the last few streams of this retirement run about the shift to shorter videos that talk more about self-development, creative tips and tricks, aka the artist journey. In fact, like my kind of development name for all the files I've been calling like artist, I just call it artist journey. Artist journey music, artist journey template, artist journey sound. I want to know what particular topics that you want to see me talk about as future potential episodes. Again, very bite-sized, like 3-4 minutes. I'm not even gonna draw things. Like I use some visual aids, but it's kind of just me being a big brother and giving you like the tough love and saying like, stop being lazy, make your art, do this, do that. So I wrote, I'm going to cover topics like how to get out of art block, how to be more authentically yourself in and out of being an artist, how to develop discipline towards your craft, and then more intrinsic healing shadow work conversations like, are you making your inner child proud? What is your future self doing right now? How are you pouring into your vessel? So I think maybe at the very least, what I'll do is like some sort of like brand new channel intro. Like I'm gonna change the name of the channel too. It's not gonna be Mr. Bonny John anymore. I think it'll just straight up be Bonny John, just my name. Maybe it'll be like Bonny John Artist Journey or something, whenever I come up with that name. But yeah, I said, are you making your inner child proud? What is your future self doing right now? How are you pouring into your vessel? Vibes of the video are going to be very chill, just having conversations with you, the viewer, almost in a vlog-like format, with tough love as your big brother. I'll be developing these videos as I record my journey as a master's graduate student. So yeah, if there's anything that you want me to cover, like I've had friends reach out to me and they're asking like, bro, how do you manifest? Just stuff like that. I don't mind making videos about affirmations and things of that nature where I just help you guys with, you know, hopefully inspiring words and tough love and yada yada yada. So I can't wait till we eventually get Justice League. It's gonna be fire. Chat predictions: will the new Mario movie be good? Obviously, I love the first one. The second one's gonna be dope too. That's obvious. Bonnie with an IE John redevelopment plan? Probably. I mean Bonnie. Okay, good catch, Justin. Good catch. You should probably make a video talking about all this for people who don't watch streams. Yeah, I'll probably kind of do it on a community post. I don't think I'm going to waste a video for it. But like I said, like on YouTube channels, okay. Anyway, like I said, so if you guys have ideas or like topics you want me to talk about in this new format, I'll make videos on it, like if I feel inclined to. Affirmation giver, thank you, Matt. So yeah, ultimately, as I said, like what can I deliver to my community? At the very least, even if you're not a Fakemon fan, I'm sure you're a fan of art or creativity, especially if you're on YouTube and in this sector. So I'm like, I can do this in my own voice. That's what I can contribute, you know? Just changing his legal name to be spelled different? I wouldn't want it to be spelled that way. Why did I use Blaze Kick on a Slugma, bro? Oh, it doesn't matter. I obliterated him anyway. I think Mr. Bonny John is a fantastic name. You troll, Wombat. How dare. But yeah, I can just see myself doing a very simple, you know, brand new, like, oh, by the way, it is storming like mad outside, so I pray my connection doesn't get swamped like it, like I was telling you guys, like the last few years during Florida summers. You know, the infrastructure is not strong, so. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any topics you want me to cover creatively, you know, even just self-development. It is what it is. It's crazy how many people call me John in real life when they first meet me, like at a doctor's office or whatnot, which is understandable. They're thinking Bonny John, like a Southern belle type, probably small white girl, and then I walk out with my beard, like, hey, how you doing? Rosalia. If you know, you know. This game's easy, bro. I'm just gonna punch Kyogre and Groudon on the nose once and capture him. Watch. Route 111. Huh? Show me how much you've toughened your Pokemon. Did we fight this guy before? What is girl magic with the J? So basically, you're trying to what Jack did of subjectively. How do you mean, Justin? What did Jack do? Jack just announced working on a brand new region, I think. He had kind of joked about it for April Fools and then just put out a really dope video. She had sparkles, does she? Something powerful about this Roots theme. I mean, this music is amazing. Isn't the jokes like Hoenn's all trumpets? Am I still number 3? Wombat. Justin and Rec. They're fighting for that top. Well, not so much fighting for the top spot. Justin's claimed it. And, 10 toes down. Rec, you gotta catch up to him. I'm Wombat. I've been a chatterbox. Here's the thing. Sometimes it ain't about quantity. You gotta be quality. You gotta be sending out bangs. Splash? Nothing happened. How unfortunate. That's animal abuse. If you're a Pokemon trainer and you forced a Wilmer to use Splash, or even your Magikarp, that's animal abuse. I'm gonna report your house. Makuhita, PTSD. Peck him in his nose, bro. There you go. He stepped away from basically prompt-based designs and made his own kind of content. For just a little bit, right? I kind of remember that era, but he jumped right into, what do you call it? Enigmas. And that's why I respect the hell out of Jack. Jack knows how much I adore him. He's such a talented artist. A TM43? What is this? Find a big tree that looks like it might drop some vines. Oh, secret. Oh, this was such a cool thing that they did. I can't believe this isn't bad. Because I remember back in, what was it? Sapphire. I had a cool little base and I put all my little plushies and everything. That was such a cool thing. Oh, the little indents, the little walls you could put a base in. Alright, let's cut this. Zigzagoon. You guys hear that thunder? What is this? That's barely a shortcut. Old lady's rest stop. Thank you, Kasan. Oh, there she goes. Hi, old lady. Thank you so much, lady. Bless you. You know what? Next time I'm out at a coffee stop, I'm gonna get you something tasty. You should take another rest? Why? I'm healed up, lady. Alright, today I'm visiting an area near Route 111. We're trying to spot some up-and-coming new talent. Today we turn our lens on the trainer Bohdi. Yeah. There's something about this trainer that piqued our interest. The best way to determine how strong a trainer is? Well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in a battle with Bohdi. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and tossed aside. Bohdi is ruthlessly strong. Here's our impressions after having battled our featured trainer. I lost confidence in myself as a result from our encounter. We were beaten before we could launch a single attack. Oh, Snivel. In spite of that, Bohdi's battles are worth seeing. I recommend confident trainers. That's right, to challenge Bohdi. After our battle, we asked Bohdi for a succinct summary. The trainer replied, smooth. Bohdi's Pokemon Combuskin and Aeron, and smooth. That's deep. There's deep significance behind that quote. It's no surprise a good trainer has good things to say. Yeah, right. Shout outs to me. He just dropped his whole team off from the video? Who? Who and what? What team? Hey, old lady. That's a wonderful way to greet someone. Hey, her name is Old Lady. Ooh, thank you, Raspberry. What the? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll take some raspberries. 3 raspberries, fine. 2 orange berries. Take it. Thank you very much. Bro, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just been running. We're just swinging on everybody we see. Oh, Claire, Nick, and I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, it did start as a group kind of thing. That kind of stuff happens, you know? Jack probably, and do not quote me on this, right? We could ask Jack. It could be that the others didn't feel as inclined. Maybe Jack had a different direction for the channel. Um, that was something I did really enjoy in the beginning too, seeing everybody interact with each other. Um, it was Jack, shout outs to my dog Jack, who inspired me because I loved his PNGs. Like, that PNG tuber era that was kind of a thing for a while. I went with like my Bohdi PNG because of him specifically. Yeah, exactly. They've got stuff to do. Like, they're not all like, oh, YouTubers that, you know? If you had to make a Pokemon game, what would be the first mechanic to add to the series? I think Mega for me. I think Mega. Is that a good answer? We're getting that back with Legends EA, so I'm happy about that. Then I would say I want Secret Bases back. I think whatever they're gonna add for Gen 10 is going to be a mainstay feature for the rest of the series. It's like 10 generations is, I mean, 10 generations, 30 years. What an accomplishment. Like, even with Alola, what an accomplishment that a franchise continuously gets stronger and stronger. Like, in reality, no one should be giving lip to, like, the Pokemon franchise, right? How many series crumble or, slowly die out, like the natural order of things? The fact that they keep growing stronger, it's like an anomaly, you know? Megas already exist? But you said if you had to make a Pokemon game, what would be the first mechanic to add? Well, you ain't say a new mechanic. Spinda! That's a nice little pattern. Nah, I'm not going to answer that question because whatever I answer, I'd probably rather add to Zone Tempo. Fusions is a good answer. It would have to be a very limited thing. When people think fusions, they like go way overboard to a system that would be like theoretically impossible to implement. They want to see a thing where there's a million and bazillion gajillion fusions, and that's just not realistic. It would probably be a thing where set number of Pokemon, kind of like Megas or G-Maxes, maybe somewhere between 15 to 20, are the result of fusions because of that region. It would probably be a mix of like regional and Kanto Pokemon, I'm sure. Love Trapinch. Trapinch is a great design. Which they straight up, I think, just added into this line. I think Vibrava and Flygon had a different baby form. So they smell like breeding in Gen 2? I would say breeding was a pretty huge feature. I'd make more convergence and make them more... Yes, absolutely. And I want them to have like a proper name. Like in-game formal name. Ooh, what is that little raised bumper, Helgen? Oh, love that cry. Yeah, potentially AI, but even then, like, to actually go through and have quality assurance, you would have to go through each one of those things. And again, that's just an impossible task. Even if an AI did it, you'd still need somebody to go in and, you're talking about animations, right? These are character models that need cries and animation and this and that. Like, oop. Oh, they're just hot. What the? You wanted to battle with me even though I just caught my Pokemon? As in, exactly. It would just be some combinations. Is that straight up like a Charizard bottom half? That kind of looks like a Charizard on the shirt. And that dude straight up has a katana. Ninja Boy Lung. Pokemaniac White. would be cool if on that Charizard, there was like a little flame plushie stitched at the end of the tail. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna double kick you. Biscotti's level 15. He's kind of like coming up. If we could really get him evolved and like remotely, you know, he's still far away. Like, Jesus, nearly 25 levels under ZUKO. For example, I have the mechanic that can release multiple Pokemon. Ah, I gotcha. See, the thing is, that's a dangerous thing to do. Like, you'd have to ask like 2 times, like, are you sure you want to release? Are you really sure? Because it's going to happen when people mass release a Pokemon. In between, by accident, something was in there that shouldn't be, and there goes your starter Pokemon forever. So maybe they could have like tags where it's like, your starter is in here. Are you sure you want to do that? As a fusion mechanic that uses AI, that I think it does it with roulette. Really? Oh, I wonder how they did that. Did they have their own like model? But you know, with that game, I think it's what, like pixel art? So it's like limited animation, like presentation anywhere, right? Self-destruct? Are we both gonna get hit by that? Alright, nice, Scotty. Yeah, and capable, like, I have no qualms with AI doing like insane scientific and mathematical oh, Nintendo or Ninjas looks really cool. Things that our mind can't even comprehend, where, you know, I've heard of things where like equations to like cure cancer, or like a crazy question about like astronomy. That's like a cool use of it. They do that in Legends? Oh, nice. I think in Pokemon Go, too. Because he does watch you when you go to sleep. He's a little freak. I'll still use my ninjutsu on you! Volcanic Ash Swirl Cloak! Y'all happy to win? Even though it's only me? Boy! Oh my god, there's a random third guy there? I missed him completely. Camper Lawrence. Yeah, I hear you, Rec. It is like a tricky thing, right? Because you don't want to be lumped in with something. Protecting my reputation, so valid. Right, like, there is an ethical way to use it and not use it, right? Like, greed, corporate greed, money, you know, ruins everything. So, the issue was so many artists' work were pushed into these generators without their consent or even payment. All their hard work, their hours and hours, their figurative and literal 10,000 hours, right, to become a master, used to profit for other people. Not to mention the insane impact it has on the environment, and, you know, energy resource. Don't get me started. I've gone off on AI a few times. Yeah, exactly. So there's like a different... Oh crap, we gotta really heal up before we continue. Heals paralysis in battle. Okay, nice. Let's use a Patayan. Oh, we do have at least one revive. That's good to know. Should we do... Hold item that promotes growth but reduces speed. Is Blaziken that fast anyway? Hmm. Oh, wow. You have a lot of HP now. Alright, we'll keep moving on. I'll go take that. Super Repel. We really need to add a Pokemon to our team. Whoa, look at this pattern. That's a nice pattern. Right down the face. And then... like, it's... the whole body's colored with a little... like an actual... we gotta catch this. You guys see this? That is a nice pattern. Speaking of, like, generative, Spinda has, like, the most number of like, variations. And it is generated. Like, apparently, like, no two Spindas are ever the same type of thing. Oh, crap, I just realized Biscotti's higher level. I hope this headbutt does... I don't think it's going to kill him. I'll ask me to calm down. That's fine. You cannot harm Biscotti. A critical hit. We'll do one more mud slap. Catching him on the first try, I don't care. What does Uproar do? I think one of Bonnie's first streams, I said this, but I want people who never saw that stream. Alright, let's go chuck a Pokeball. What should we name the Spinda? I don't know if he'll stay on the team, but what should we name him? Come up with funky names. Let's see what inspires. Yes, sir. Spinda's data was added to the Pokedex. It is distinguished by a pattern of its spots that's always different. Its unsteady pottering walk has the effect of fouling its foe's aim. The Spot Panda. Ooh, you know what? I kind of like Nocturus. That's tough. I kind of like... you know what I like? I'm going to go with Domino. I feel like Domino is a cool name for him. Like his pattern, like domino marks. Spots. I see the vision. Why is this area like there's like volcanic ash? Is that what it is? Oh, wait, what the frick? This one's pretty close too with the... hold on, is the belly always look like that and then I'm stupid and like just the face has a different pattern? Got away safely. Oh yeah, I remember that question. So I could do secret power there or whatever. Just Parasol to ward off this filthy, yucky volcanic ash. Oh my dear Noma. Parasol Lady Madeline. Alright. I gotta send you the hell. Just a face? Damn, I thought I had a really unique spin there where I'm like, wow, the body is like fully covered and it's got like the little belly. Oh, Collateral was my Drunken Master take of an evolution. I think that's... it was such an awesome... man, like, here's the thing. Yeah, I'm no longer, like, connected to Fakemon and whatnot, like the way I used to. But, like, don't get me wrong, I had a blast and loved making that stuff. Like, coming up with, like, the reasons for them and... oh yeah, the belly is the same. Look at this! These guys have a very similar pattern to each. I wonder if they're randomly generated too. Scotty, roll out. I hope we get, if Biscotti, if we do keep Biscotti, like, I hope he actually is kind of strong as he evolves. I like how they, like, didn't even ask if Biscotti needed to go, because they knew ZUKO was gonna murder him. Bohdi and Tia. We couldn't win. It's boring, so I'm getting some more ashes. Oh, this one's such a good pattern! Chat, look at that! It's like a real panda. Dang, I wonder if people are out there and they just keep capturing tons and tons of Spinda to find like a really aesthetic pattern. Maybe they don't want to give Spinda like an evolution because, again, how do you... Today's technology is a wondrous thing. Take this volcanic ash here. It can be fashioned into glass. What is this? A little kid again? So... Out of the ashes I leap. Hiya! Challenge thee! Little kid ninja? Ninja boy Lao. I think those are Chinese names, because I think Lung and Lao. Alright, we're gonna... double kick you. Spinda has over 8 billion variants? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I knew it was some kind of crazy number. I think I said a million earlier, imagined a million. 8 billion is like, what, as many people there are on this earth right now? Which is crazy. Jesus. Do you guys think if they did do a Spinda evolution, would they like try to consider the pattern your Spinda had and like bring it into the next... Like, how would that work with the model? In fact, yeah, how would that work if you move your Spinda out of this game and you kept trading it and bringing it in? How would that data be reflected on the model of Spinda in the modern day? He takes children, he just looks like he's high on life. High on life. Somebody made a program to play video using a bunch of Spinda dots as a screen? I don't understand that sentence at all. What's up, Dingus? Welcome in, welcome in. It's so crazy. I'm like, let's play Pokemon Emerald. And the let's play is just me using 1 of 4 attacks to nearly one-shot everything. This is truly the 9-year-old Pokemon run. Without her admit defeat. You say that, but you jump me. What kind of honor is that, bro? What is the ancient ninja technique of Pokédex registration? Bruh. A bunch of Spinda? Alright, here we go. What do you gotta say? Areas covered in volcanic. I'm specially gifted. I made glass out of the soot set. Walk through piles of ash. Y'all, what is that? Let's figure it out. What does that mean? Like, how do I... That's the way Moss... Yeah, right? Hold on, what's that even mean? I don't remember this item at all. Unless it's a new thing for Emerald. Soot sack. So I'm just gonna use it. Wait, what? Dad's advice, Bohdi. Oh, I think this. We go up to it and you go use. A sack? Hold on. Chat, what is this? A sack used to gather and hold volcanic ash. Do I just run around? And it's like automatically being filled up? What a weird little thing. Oh, maybe I can click. It's been a bit, so there's a bunch of spinners lined up and the algorithm used to was manipulated to make, oh, interesting. The hell? Like little art pieces? Do I click A here? Oh, look, it's gone. So maybe let's go back and collect those. I'm telling you, chat, we're gonna find a shiny. One of these days. Please, Lord Arceus, if you're watching, bro, and I know you are, make sure by the time we finish this Emerald stream, we capture a shiny. This one just looks like he's bruised. He only used legendary. He said he got lucky. Sheer cold. Is that like the one hit KO? You gotta walk over soot covered. Oh, I see it now, Nick. Yo, some of these patterns look mad similar. It looks like ZUKO's shiny. It means like glows red. Throws me off. I have no idea what they're probably guessing really low because it's like the one hit KO, right? Like try like 12.5 or something. And yeah, that's absolutely on him. How many do we need to collect? Mad annoying, but ooh, this one is like wearing a bindi. Pretty cool. Dang, I really thought the belly pattern was unique to mine. I'm like, wow, he's got like a real belly. 30%. Okay, so about like 1 in 3 chip. Oh, like just about right at 33%. Just a little over 25% would be quarter of the time. Might have blacked out. What the? Are you okay? Randomly blacking out is a little nerve-wracking. Are you drinking water? Do you have rest? This Loki I kind of do. Or maybe just tell me when I have enough. And then I'll go back. Because I do kind of want to find out what it is. I bet he's going to make some sort of glass item. Because he just said that. Oh my lord. Yo, imagine getting a shiny spin. Could you imagine? I don't care what the pattern looks like. That feels like extra rare to me. Ugh. Looks cool. Skarmory. I'm betting you he gets some sort of evolution. I don't think they're going to do Prevos anymore. I feel like I don't think it's a hot take to say, like, Prevos are pointless. Like, they make sense for some Pokemon, but at that point, like, why not? Like, it was intentional, right, to make them a single stage, like Druddigan. Some people are like, I even made a Prevo for Druddigan, just because, like, it's fun to do. I don't think he needs one. I think it's kind of cool when those kind of, like, Duraludon types get an evolution. You're like, oh, it was already really strong as it were. You know. And then it gets an evolution, which, what is it, Archaludon or whatever his name is, really cool. The assumption's right? Okay, cool. But I wonder what the glass item is. Is it like a better rarity if I like have more Ash? Or is there like a higher chance of success the more I walk into it? Will I get a message that says like, you got enough, your sack is full. Pause. I know, riveting gameplay, right? Whoa, look at this one! Look at this pattern. Right over the mouth like a muzzle. This is killing me. Could you imagine? I would never be able to tell you guys. Could you imagine if Game Freak contacted me and they're like, yo, we want you to design for our game, or like, we want to use one of your designs. They would never use existing fan designs, as it were. But like, I could see them hiring, you know, people. I hate when you just take one step in the grass. Oh, that's a cool one. We're talking my soot sack. It's not past midnight. Okay, this one's kind of like a Prince Zuko style scar. Ooh, what if we... Yo, what if we find one with a red mark on the eye? We might have to, like, straight up... I don't know, maybe call him, like, ZUKO 2. Completely wrong? Just get done with work. Hell yeah. Welcome in, Missy. You don't have to tell us what you do, but I hope work was nice at least. But yes, feel free to unwind with us. Pokemon Company did something like that before, but it was to name a Pokemon. Ooh. Huh. You guys think I have enough for the soot sack? I don't know. I think we're goated. I think we got a really nice spin down. And that was like the first, I think the first spin that we've seen. I totally understand why they don't, to be honest. For one, there's going to be a language barrier. And, you know, yeah, you can work through it, but like, you know, it's just an added challenge. But two, when it comes to, it opens a whole, what's the word? Kind of worms, I guess, right? Like, there are certain instances where it makes sense, right? Where I'm just capturing soot for the soot sack. Oh, we could do Todoroki. Yeah, we could do Todoroki. If we found one that was like that. We're almost done with this thing. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get one last. All right, let's go give this man the soot. We'll see what he gives us. There's not enough? 50 is the number of steps. Oh, to make you a blue flute. I have never heard of this item. Is this like a brand new emerald thing? Alright. Go all the way safely. Is this something they added new to? Oh! Yo, look at this Spinda! He looks like he's wearing cute glasses. They're eager to work on it, but there is like a certain level of detachment that also helps. That's like, you know, that bias that doesn't exist. Now, obviously, it's like a case-by-case situation. Oh yeah, this one is really cute too, like the muzzle kind of thing. A new item introduced. Can you quack? I could. Game Freak might be a bit burnt out. I mean, as long as you keep shifting. Let's be honest, I'm probably not gonna really use Spin on the team. You know, those people that are burnt out, they will move on, you know? It's a thing in, like, you know, companies and businesses where you have to expect your best people will move on. And it's like a sad thing, and then it's like, no, of course. They were so elite that, yeah, they're going to look for the next challenge. Like, I'm not trying to, like, in the words that I was just using, like, I feel like I've done what I needed out of, like, streaming and, like, making the YouTube content that I did before. Now, I'm not, like, going out of my way to make YouTube content. It's just, like, what is a way that I can create art and you know, impart what I've learned? That, to me, is, like, an honorable direction that I can take. You know? So, Game Freak, you know, they've made other games. They never really get... I chalk it up to whatever reason. I think this is really cool, like, elephant rhythm game. They have this really sick looking, like, game for, like, the modern consoles. I think, what is it for? PlayStation exclusive, maybe? Hello and goodbye. Thank you, Nui, for stopping in. One of the concepts to name the strongest dragon type move. The winner was Draco. Really? What was that? Exactly. Yeah, it's a case by case basis. So if they were to hire like a Fakemon artist, it would probably be, you know, local homegrown Japanese artist that could kind of, you know, work with the team in a quick and fluid manner. Like, or, you know, oh, this one's closer than what we have. Correct me if I'm wrong. But James Turner, he's the American that works with that team, right? Does he speak Japanese? Another thing is, Americans may have... Okay, surely we must have hit 50. Right? Oh, Team 32 double team in the sand. Contest was in 2005? Damn. Where did Draco Meteor come from? Like, what part of the world? Was it a Japanese fan, American fan, Brazilian? Oh, Xbox. Hell yeah. Are you winning, Bong? I am, Dad. Thank you. What was your favorite Pokemon anime episode? Great question. I mean, one of the most memorable ones to me as a kid was like I mostly watched Generation 1, 2, 3. I'll probably like mention Gen 1 and 2 more than anything, but like Crystal Onyx. The ones with the anomalies always stood out. Like, so literally the ones I thought, Crystal Onyx, the Giant Dragonite, which by the way, absolute fucking swing and a miss. Instead of making Charizard the poster boy for Leon, you know, you're in the Galar region, dragons and, you know, medieval knights and dragons, etc., etc. You could have Dragonite be the G-Max ace of Leon, and have that be kind of a callback to the anime. Likewise, maybe Onyx could have had a unique terraform where it's under the ground, you know, eating the Terramax crystals. Crystal Onyx reference. Right there, right? We're so back. Welcome back, welcome back. The Game Freak game coming to an Xbox. Yeah, I know it's not in-house, but they, you know, that's still that team working on games outside of Pokemon, you know? Alright, let's see if we can get Blue Flute. I don't know what it does, but... Wait, what the... Pretty desk, pretty chair? I mean, he said Blue Flute, so I'll get Blue Flute. The fact that it said pretty chair and stuff, don't tell me this is just an item you put in your room. I'm gonna be pissed off. Oh, that awakens sleeping Pokemon. Oh, if I got Red Flute, would that heal like fire, like burns and stuff? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, that was low-key a little bit of waste of time, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. We're somewhere. Oh, we're already at Fall Arbor. These guys are gonna fight me, right? With these wings, I can flick you away? What wings? Oh. Birdkeeper Kobe. He thinks he's Birdkeeper Toby. Shoutouts to Toby. He did something, you know, in my same vein as well. Where, you know, he didn't feel as connected to the Pokemon content. And I think he pursued an acting career. You know, he explored all that stuff. And then he came back rebranded as Lore Keeper Toby. And so he can cover more things. And I think that's so dope. I love watching people like Jack and Toby, even Bilsu, right? My goat Bilsu. is kind of leaving behind the Zelda Iron Defense. No, that's boring. That's not an attacking move. And he, you know, probably wants to explore new ventures and avenues, and I think that's great. Basically do stuff in the overworld. Marowak? Oh my god, you're speaking my language. I want a Marowak evolution so bad. I think Alola would have been the perfect place to do that. Obviously, they were only just kind of like touching on regional variants for the first time, so I get why they didn't kind of like full commit to it. But, yeah. Battle Claw now. But we definitely ain't taking that title. The British version of Loxton. Is he? I guess they both do talk about theories and stuff. Nah, they're their own people. I don't like the notion of him being the British version. They're both dope in their own unique ways. Actually, of all the people I've got to really meet in the community, you know, I'm good. Well, I don't say good friends, but like, you know, BB and I are like, we vibe so well in those videos. And I've never met Toby or talked to Toby, and I've also never met or talked to Loxton, despite the few times he's been on Ron's channel, and then Verg has done work for Loxton's videos. I think she's made a few thumbnails, or at the very least, I know she's been commissioned to do a few designs for Loxton's videos. What happened to Blaziken? Did it not work against Swellow? Squeeze? I'm not going to be shiny hunting, but I'm manifesting. Hold on. I'm going to manifest with you guys. Everyone do it with me. I always run into shiny Pokemon. I caught one shiny Pokemon during this run. It's done. That's it. That's what manifesting is. It's done. I believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because it happened already. I made like 5 iterations of a Marowak Evo. I kind of did like a weird Marowak Kangaskhan kind of fusion, kind of like a common ancestor for Past Paradox. So that in my head, it would kind of be something in that vein. Because I like to build out lore that way, you know? Quick attack ought to kill you. Steel Beam is another move that got its name from a contest? What is Steel Beam? Is it an actual beam? Like an energy beam, like a hyper beam? Or is it like a steel beam that falls on somebody's head? The Gen 1 Scrap Marowak Evo? Wait, what did that look like? I don't remember that. Shiny Magikarp could be worth it. I have a Shiny Magikarp Pokemon card. It's like a triple rare card. It has 3 stars. I have that and, is it Dark Tyranitar? So far. Gotta call up Ron, say, yo, gotta introduce me to these homies. I think it's a collab in the video. Yeah, you know what? I mean, genuinely, I could ask him, like, hey, can you make me an introduction? But I wouldn't say there's... I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to meet them. But, like, if I'm going to reach out to them, I want it to have meaning. Like, hey, if I have an idea for a cool collab or something, or if I can help them with something. Always a matter of when it happens and if. Anything you want in your life. Okay? Never think, oh, is it going to happen? No. When is it? It's up to you. It's a laser beam, so what's so steel about it? Steel is very physical. It takes damage equal to half of its max. Wow. Oh, really? So I straight up designed that for my Past Paradox. If anyone remembers that Pokemon, shout out to you, especially if you remember its name. I was redesigning it. You guys want to see the redesigned version? I was making 4 redesigned designs for a video for when I was going to hit 10K. But since my channel isn't going that direction anymore, it's just going to forever sit in the background. One little fact. Actually, we can talk about questions like that if you guys have any questions about Fakemon I made or anything you want to know. You can always ask about that side of things. Any burning questions about art and Fakemon design or collabs or this or that. Missy writes, I always thought it'd be cool for Game Freak to add an actual in-game. I think they did that in the anime. I think it could definitely. When that confirms that Cubone was a baby Kangaskhan. Shit. I love that theory anyway. So could that. Everyone from all the 4 artist series should do a panel at a convention. That'll never happen. It'll be too hard to get everybody, but that would be crazy. Bon, was there ever a mon you disliked that slowly grew on you? That is such a fantastic question, Dingus. I'm gonna low-key, hold on. Because I have a few I've talked about that on screen or stream. Same thing, right? Hold on. So I'm not gonna lie. I guess a safe answer. As much as I always make jokes, and I do, the concept of Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime's a human being. It's not a Pokemon. I'm sorry, there's nothing, like, it's creepy, it's weird, it like barely blurs the line of Pokemon and human. I guess like I warmed up to it a little bit because it's so fundamentally like built on like character, right? Like in the Detective Pikachu movie, it had such a good scene. It's played a prominent role in the anime. Like it's one of those soft mascot type of characters, so kind of, you know, appreciate it from there. Other than that, you guys know, like, I staunchly hate the Pokemon I do. Like, a decent number of people seem to like Garbodor, but I know obviously a lot of people don't like him either. I just hate that design. That was one I never really changed. What else? Give me some suggestions and I'll tell you. Like, most of the Pokemon that I really dislike, I like really dislike. It's never gonna happen, Rykar. Welcome in, welcome in. Generation 8, you can get it by, after becoming, you can go to... Yeah, what? I hated Tinkaton. I always liked Tinkaton. It's definitely dating. That makes me want to throw up and makes me remember. Okay, that makes me hate Mr. Mom again. Bonny draws his avatar in different anime styles. I kind of did that for like an earlier set of videos. Sock and throw, awful, disgusting, hate them. I'm looking through these. Yeah, most of Pokemon I don't like. Eat more I hate. Palpitoad sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there is really a Pokemon that I dislike that grew on me. You know? In any battles lately, I'm on a roll. Haha, see you. Right. Oh, here we go. So we're here. We're in the place. It all looks like a Minecraft villager. That's fine. I'll do one more Great Ball. We have to get Super Patayans. I'm gonna get 7 to make it 10. I think we're good with that. Hard time making... Oh, Moonstone. It looks so different too. Oh, that's such a tough decision. I get that. Oh, Metronome. Should we learn Metronome? Domino can learn Metronome. Alright, learned. Awesome. Domino is such a good name for a spindle, right? This nugget I found here, I suppose I'll have to sell it seeing as how it no other use. Okay, so those are little things to tell you. If you find a nugget, that's what you do. Flannery. Oh, Flannery, yeah. Grandfather was famous. He was one of the Elite Four in the Pokemon League at one point. Hold on, is that any character that we know? The Mons that grew up me with a future. Oh, that's a good one. I thought they were boring, but ever since I started fighting them. Ooh, I want to see those. I want to see those. But here's the thing. I bet you made them look cooler. Like, they probably get a little more value having like a nostalgic tinge to it. You know? Ooh, look at that. Luciana. Hold on, can we... Yo, should we straight up fight Flannery with just our fire type? Long way, but I can't wait for Spider-Verse 3. Me neither. What's your current favorite Fakemon you or like Ron or other artists have done? That is such a tough question, see? I would say... Whoa, look at this Barboach. What a very memorable design. Totally forgot it existed. I would have to say... Okay, if it's my own design... There's a few. I'm a big fan of myself. I wouldn't have. I love my past Paradox version of Deoxys called Preoxys. I think this is one of the coolest designs I've ever made. Fish, literally, right? You know what? I feel like this would be a good time to... Kintori's up there for sure. Should we go through some of the Fakemon I made? Maybe we'll do that on another day, like kind of like the last day. He did hit that dance, right? He did hit that dance. Kintori's up there, I guess. I love Ryger. That was when everyone had waited for so long. So you can dig holes? Oh, did we get dig? Redesign the Paradox Pokemon. It may not have been high on your list if you forgot to do that. Oh, here he goes. I'm a nice guy who loves fossils. Anyone who calls themselves a nice guy, red flag. You want a fossil? All belong to me, none for you. If you can't bear to go without a fossil, look in the desert where there are boulders and sand that may hide fossil. Nice guy, my ass. Told you. Alright. I'm trying to think of the future Paradox Pokemon that... Like, Iron Jugulus looks dumb to me. Iron Bundle's fine. Damn, I think really all the Pokemon I don't like, I just don't like. Well, I don't have a hard scale. Man. I'm not doing the Battle Town. We got Bohdi last time. This is my precious Ezreal. Oh wait, I was looking at the old man. It's a young person we're talking. You? Look at this detective man. Oh yeah, we talked to you already. Did we go in this building? His lore made me sad. Hey, it's good. Making people feel things. Bonnie, do you got the goods? What goods? Professor Cosmo? Who the hell is that? Man, it's been so long since I played this. Or Sapphire. I don't remember any of these things. My memory is very bad. Maybe the Fossil Maniac at the edge of town will... I already visited him. He was rude. Because he didn't give me a free thing. Oh, that I developed. How I arrived at the conclusion, simple deductive process. You spoke to me because you wanted to access something on his PC. Oh, sorry, I'm Lynette. Honestly, I'm glad to meet you. Wonder why her name's Lynette. They made Bill the founder of the PC because of Bill Gates. Gen 1. Fascinating lore. Then I forgot. I was gonna make my version, I had sketched it a long time, like an actual tank with the 3 heads as like cannons. I think that's cool. Please visit me at my house. My house is on Route 114. There you go. Features usually just shine in their animation. Looking at the still image makes them less cool. Yeah. They kind of need the effects to really be elevated a little. Give me some ugly Pokemon, chat. And we'll see if any of them grew on me. You guys know my hot takes. I'm not changing Breloom or Hydreigon, for example. Where's the gym? Alright. Is the town really that small? PC? Mart? Where the hell? Because this is a Battle 10, right? This was something. Am I tweaking? Is like... Oh, my Pokemon doesn't roll. Please take this TMO. Bruxish? No, I've said it a million times. Bruxish is a perfect design. Like, it does what it needs to do. It looks like a real triggerfish. And, it's meant to look garish. Poorly designed. La net, as in the net. Oh, I made this up, Zach. You could have fooled me. Definitely not Drunk Spoon. Yeah, I love that one too. I love that one too, for sure. Loudred. Loudred I've always liked. Barbarical. Honestly, I always thought he was fine. I never thought he was like super ugly. Like, yeah, like a bit jarring, but I never found him to be ugly. It's in Lava Ridge? Oh, so they tricked... Yo, the fact that they straight up gave Nuzleaf nipples is crazy. Like, that it's like a prominent kind of part of its design. Like, they're there. I'm so sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my fire move on you. I'll use Peck. We'll do Metal Claw. Yeah, when does Biscotti evolve? Mime Jr.? Always love Mime Jr. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you think it's ugly. It's horrible. One of my favorite baby Pokemon. Allocate's another favorite baby. What if he evolves right here at level 18? The moment I asked. They're looking at me menacingly. Biscotti flinched? How dare you make Biscotti flinch? He's just a baby. Might be the point that but doesn't make it not ugly. Beauty's eye in the beholder. I find it to be more fearsome than ugly. Level 32? Ooh, the Unobin monkeys. I never understood the hate for them. I could definitely feel that their designs are like so underdeveloped. Genuinely like underdeveloped in my opinion. But I never disliked them. They were more like on the wave of like the Paw Me kind of thing. Like I don't really see the point to them. Madeline speaking. We had success catching Pokemon lately. What they should do is put a little portrait next to them so you can kind of like get an idea of who these characters were, like whatever their trainer class was. Like a close-up on their face, you know? Hell, I mean, the sprites are so small, you could have fit it on the right side here. Alright, thank you for hitting me up. I'm just saying anything. If we were fishing, you wouldn't stand a chance against me, so bring on your Pokemon. Lampearl, the Blue Evo, Huntail. No, I never disliked Huntail. I think he's fine. Clink, I like that entire line. I don't see anything wrong with it. Marine? What is Marine? Marine? Marin? Marrow? Marini! I love Marini. I genuinely love Marini and Toxapex. What a great line. They're good candidates for evolutions. They just needed just a little more time in the oven. Just a little bit. So, Please don't be 3 ma- Pyro. Double kick. I never watched Sun and Moon. Barboach. Oh my god, this guy has a Barboach. Toxapex is such a sick design. And Marini is just so stinking cute. I love the color palette of both of them. Mimikyu's the only Pokemon they own with a specialty ball? Who? Oh, Jesse has one, right? Jesse or James? I think someone told me this while I chose, like, when I was doing the Pokemon stickers. Dang it, I'm like, are you gonna battle me? I have a hard time connecting with some of the object mom. That's valid, right? Like, we kind of consider them maybe colder to some degree, right? They're not really an animal, yet they are. They're a living organism. I've said it on stream. I know there's a lot of people who dislike Objectmon. They're some of my most favorites. They get to be, like, really creative and just kind of really round about the world in a fun way. And that's why I think ghosts are my favorite, because their forms are corporeal, and therefore they have, like, no limit of how and what they should look like. Waxwell. Is that the second one? I like that design. Worth Monkey that was electric. That does sound like, that sounds like a playground rumor, like Peekaboo. Let's see. Anything this way? Gotta be something right here. What? Told you. You never. There's no reason to be going all that way and not having nothing there. Then you just gotta press A for aim. Come on, something good, shiny. Here's a shiny right here. Lombre? We could replace Larry with Lombre. But again, once we get a C-Dot, Larry's out. So. Heck. Yo, so you see? They knew Shiftry's the GOAT. Because Lotad is all over the place in Lombre. We haven't seen a single C-Dot. In fact, they wanted us to trade Curlia, a very rare and popular Pokemon, for a C-Dot. They know. Hit or miss. Aegislash is amazing, but Klefki's like, I love Klefki. I feel like Aegislash is boring because it's just a sword. Again, it works. It's a haunted sword. The concept's cool. But it's like, sword is cool. It's harder to make, like, a lock and key cool. I think Klefki would have been a stronger hit if, like, if the gimmick of it was that the keys were, like, random or something. You know, like, does that make it a little better? Kinda. But again, I made a Klefki evolution. If the evolution, and I tried a version that was like a treasure chest, I think there's a greater part to its story, you know, with an evolution. But I like the off-kilter ones. I think for that reason, you know? And Spark, we hardly knew ye. Don't you dare. Already done. Come on, bruh. Kill him in one shot. Biscotti's getting strong. Kinda. Not really. He's level 8. I mean, he's leveling up. Ogerpon is a Pokemon I actually only truly hate. As I've said before, I love Ogerpon. That's my baby. I'll protect Ogerpon with my life. Metal Claw. Get the kill, Biscotti. Not bad, not bad. That's super effective, right? Oh, no. What's that? Haunted items, but how the fabric makes the armor wield the shield makes it real dynamic. Yeah, but it gets 3 evolutions. You know, it's a little unfair to compare one single with one that gets to like tell the story. Larry will be more powerful if you use him. True, but Larry will also evolve into a ZUKO, who I don't really care for. It's plenty cool legendary. See, that's a cool one where the terrestrialization enhances the design furthermore. Like, I would love to have seen, again, more unique ways of Terra in the main game. Like, it could be Meowscarada's mask crystallizes or something. Maybe Skeledurge's flames crystallize. Maybe Quaquaval's water bits crystallize. Like, whatever ways they could have made it. Like, I love the mask, the Terra, like, oh my god, so cool. So cool. The Pier Bin. You try the berry crush machine with your friends. I don't have friends, I'm alone. And May's left me, and I don't know where May is. Ooh, oh, this is Lynette's house. Oh, Bohdi, I'm sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret in exchange for this. A Lotad doll. Bruh, they gave me a doll of Larry. So I came to your house? You should organize your boxes so you can tell which Pokemon? Yeah, well, that I kind of knew that. I can be embarrassed with you inviting me over to your crib. More convenience than mine. It has a lot of user-friendly features. Makes me proud that I played a part in its development. Here's hoping that you'll continue. From Bill! It'd be so cute if they kissed. I'm a sucker for love. Speaking of object mods, I'm surprised that there isn't a classic Mimic. I mean, it's Ditto. I guess if you mean Mimic as in D&D, they did that essentially with Gimmighoul, with the chest is the classic Mimic D&D like monster element. Larry even as a fan in game. It's a sign. That's hard to, you know. It is hard to argue against that. Wow, Larry's legend has spread across the pixel world. They turned him into a marketable plushie. What if we just kept... Look, the only way I'll keep Larry on the team is if he just stays a Larry for the rest of the game. Also, there's no shot I'm keeping Biscotti. It takes way too long to evolve. What did you guys say? 32? Something insane like that? It's not even a pseudo-legendary? Oh yeah, Wreck, that's so true. That's so true. Voltorb and Fungus are meant to be that of the Pokemon. Exactly. If he stayed a Poketuber, then Larry would eventually become the... Hell no! Hell to... Deal. No. We'll see. Nuzleaf, we're so close to getting Shiftry. This is my manifestation coming closer. Every time we see that. Birds before land. BBL. Take care, Wombat. Who's your favorite Faller character? What is Faller character in Pokemon? Camper Shane. Way too strong. Sorry, Camper Shane. Had to beat you. Want to battle against my Pokemon? You creepo. Talking about oof. Pokemaniac Steve. Deal to say Larry stays if he... Oh, I know. We'll see. We'll see what the... I mean, let's be honest. I don't need all this space. ZUKO is the one-man army. Right now, ZUKO is leaving a pile of destruction in his wake. He's become a legend in Hoenn. Basically, anybody who falls through a portal and wakes up in an area different from what... I thought there's only one, right? Like the one guy? I didn't even know they had a term for that. What's his name? The the train conductor that we saw in Legends ZA. Is there multiple? Oh, I guess canonically the player character is a faller. I never seen that term. Oh, it's a Larry. Yo, should we catch this Larry? And no, you know what? We'll keep our Larry. Larry, watch as I destroy your brethren. This character arc moment. Art of Larry that gives Lotad the face of Paldea Larry. Somebody should do that. It was a thing on the 3DS era? What? Who else did that? Ingo, thank you. That's his name. Who else? Who was in the... Oh, Ultra Wormholes, probably, right? It's a wife of Larry. Larissa, no! I'm friending Larissa, too. Bohdi found 1 protein. Obviously, we're going to give it to our dog, ZUKO. Ooh, the attack stat? Have some steroids, my friend. I kind of want to check out that area too. I don't know which way we should go. Oh, Annabelle! Oh my god, Berg would kill me. I didn't know that Annabelle... That makes sense. Looker is a faller too? So where did he originate from? And Mon. Who is Mon? Mon? Larry with an I. Girl boss Larry. Would a double kick kill Wingull with the flying? Or does it dodge it because he's flying in the air? No, ZUKO straight up jumped 100 feet in the air, spin kick. Looker's from Sinnoh but travels everywhere. But he fell through a wormhole and therefore he's a faller. Virgo, oh, I know it. Virgo would. How did you not know my favorite person? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Virgo. Please forgive me. Oh, and to answer Missy's question from earlier, one of my all-time, like some of my favorite Pokemon come from her. She's just too talented. That one Orca Pokemon she made, I was in a video with her for that one. And she made this one, like, I don't know what you would call the archetype. But he's kind of like this shonen protagonist kind of guy with like a cape and a pompadour. Oh my god, that one blew me away. The pose, the rendering. I haven't told Virgo in the past two, I'm like, even your fucking Pokedex layout is so sick. And talking about all this stuff, it does make me miss Fakemon a little bit. So maybe I will keep it alive if, you know, if I continue to like collab with Ron. I might not participate as much in the more active ones where I have to like, you know, like actively evolve, or like the more gamey ones. If there's more traditional for artist design ones, I would love to jump back in those. Yeah, I forgot what she called the Orca. He just washes up on the beach? But does he fall from like a wormhole? Or he just like got like stranded on the beach because he was drunk? Except for the original team? I didn't know all this lore, to be honest. What? Should I go back and check the other area? Because like if this is the right way, then I'll have to double back. But then it would suck if that was the right way and then I missed what's ever here. So we'll just go up this way. Annabelle was like some sort of like, I think Bird told me this recently too and I forgot. Again, my memory is just shit. I remember like very specific things. I want to say that she told me, oh, like Frontier Brain or Battle Frontier or something like that, right? Right? I think. This rock appears breakable. Okay, so you can set up your little base here. This feels like the right way. So what I'm going to... Oh, I forgot I got a bike. Let's go. Oh, shit. But you know what? It's probably as fast as the running shoes. Oh, wait. There is nothing this way. Oh, is this a thing I can do? Hold on. So how does this work? Like, you could do some cool stuff with the thing. Oh, okay, so never mind. We are going just the right way. This D-pad is killing me. Oh, can I fight you? Yodelay-hee-hoo! You're supposed to shout yodelay-hee-hoo since it doesn't echo here. Don't tell me what to do, old man. Frontier Brain? So where's that from? Frontier Brain. Even we see him again in Lola. Huh. He just gives you a Thunderstone? That's random. Why does he give you a Thunderstone? Double kick. A Bagon in the next caves? Oh, Rykar and chat. And I swear to God, I'm not doing this to be abrasive. I think Salamence is a bad design. Not trolling. I would redesign it to be a little different personally. I don't love it. I don't love it. I might catch one if it's rare. Might as well. Y'all like Salamence, right? Don't get me started on Mega Salamence. What would be the legal age to do that would be? Yeah, I would probably say like, honestly, like maybe 16. You could have like a permit and you start your training journey then. And then if you want to like engage in battles, like 18. That's what I think it is. Salamence alright? My man. That is cute. Big-headed fellow though, no arguments again. Oh yeah. Bagon's great. Shelgon? Fantastic. Salamence? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Westboro City through here. Westboro, hold on. Westboro? Isn't that like where we... Hi guys. With this meteorite, that thing in Mount Chimney will... Huh? I don't know who you are, but if you get in the way of Team Magma, don't expect any mercy. Hold it right there, Team Magma. You're badly mistaken if you think you can have your way with the world. Oh, here he comes. Dang, look, the leader came to jump him. Doesn't matter, we've got the meteorite, so off to Mount Chimney we go. Be seeing you, Team Aqua Dingbats. Didn't I see you before at Slateport's museum? Your name's Bohdi. Damn, I thought you were one of Team Magma's groups. You one-on kid. Team Magma is a dangerous group of total fanatics. They engage in destruction, claiming to expand the landmass. They are the rivals to us, the sea-loving Team Aqua. Boss, we should give chase to Team Magma. Yes, we must. We've got to hurry. There's no telling what Team Magma will do at Mount Chimney. Well, you should keep an eye out for Team Magma too. Farewell. Hey, I'm not on your payroll, guy. I mean, I feel like this is obvious, but I get Kyogre and Groudon in this game, right? Yeah, I think 16 makes sense, and then you have to like legitimately pass like kind of like driver's courses, like how to care for your Pokemon, like the do's and don'ts of battling, like etiquette. Like the gym battle would probably be a thing you have to complete between 16 through 18. And it teaches you to really be like, and I feel like if you're a Pokemon trainer, you're not just a trainer, like you're straight up like this celebrity type of like, the way I would want to do it, maybe I'll do it for Zotempo. It's like you're an ambassador of sorts. Ooh, Soul Rock. OG fans, but Archie's design looks better. Sorry, OG RSE fans. Archie's design looks so better. But in comparison to what? To what's the other guy? Maxwell or Maxi? Should we cap? Well, we already have a fire attack, right? This is. Oh wait, no. This is. Soul Rock and the other guy is both rock psychic, right? Or is Soul Rock fire rock? Fire psychic? Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, but what do you mean? Like, but in comparison to what? OG, Ruby. He even took my meteorite away. What are they going to do with that meteorite? They want me to go to Mount Chimney right now? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone would ever disagree with you. I think genuinely, up and down, Oras has the way better. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to apologize for that. I think Oras has clears every single design because they have the intentionality now behind it. By now, they've established the Pokemon design philosophies, and they're able to incorporate typings better for the gym leaders. I run a rescue center. That's so cute, Missy. I've said the same thing. That's why, like, my Poke Persona PNG tuber thing is Professor Bohdi. Like, I'd rather study, and you know, in the lore of like my little in-game kind of, not in-game, but in YouTube universe lore, Professor Bohdi was a Pokemon Ranger first, because I don't have the heart to ever battle. If it were like a real thing, no shot. I would just take care of them. Even in real life, if I ever hit the lottery, or if somehow my life's work takes me to being able to work like a dream job, like, yeah, like working in art and stuff is a dream job, like owning my own business and my own fashion brand and stuff, merch and all that, it would be to rehabilitate like baby animals, you know, in Australia or Africa, or, you know, whichever country has like these dope ass animals. Even in India, we have like such beautiful exotic creatures, right? Like, India is home to lions, rhinos, tigers, peacocks, monkeys, like beautiful birds. Like, oh man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could do that in the States too, but like, I just want to like cuddle up to baby rhinos. Did contest? What's a did contest? Russ Maxie and Archie's team is probably the best Pokemon made. I gotta listen for that stuff. It's all like over me, but the way they redesign even the Aqua and Magma admin. Oh my god, that was bright. Aqua and admin designs. Like, hold on, there's this on Team Aqua. There is this one chick, she a baddie. I don't know what her name is, but the globe was insane. She was like a redhead, and then she had like long black hair. I don't know what they put in that designer's juice that day when he cooked. My current dog has to be an only child, but whenever she crosses the rainbow, I'm gonna become a foster home. I hear that. Yeah, once yeah, you guys already know Coda. Rest in peace to my goat. It's been, you know, 4 years since she's passed. I don't know if I'll ever own another animal again, for like several reasons. Not just because I feel like I wouldn't be able to like, I don't think they could hold a torch to her, but that's a very unfair thing to say. I could love each new animal equally. And the way someone kind of like said it to me, and you know, everybody's got their own journey. They're like, you're giving another animal a home and a good life. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's true. Black Belt Knob? Your name is Knob? She's too powerful. Shelly? Yeah, shout outs to Shelly. Zinnia? I think it's Shelly. Who's Zinnia? No, she's the most goated dog of all time. Blackberry. Oh, blackberries, I guess. Am I going the right way? Oh, here's a beach. What are you doing? This beach is my secret training spot. Oh. Yes, Aqua. Yeah. Who's Zinni? Oh, I should have done Blaziken in that pose when we drew him earlier. Actually, still, I love the way that came out. She's the chick that disguised herself as a Team Magma Grunt, but she had a Whisper. She was the one in Boras to help you get Rayquaza. I don't remember, though. Makuhita, we're triggered. She had black hair. Doesn't help. Not the episode post game. The one with a cape. Right? You go to space to fight Dialga. So sick. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember her. She has some sort of cape, right? Battle Girl Cindy. Ooh, 2 nerds!
I have a rare Pokemon. Would you like me to show you? You've disturbed my meditation. You'll be punished for it.
Oh, right, Rykar. Hold on, now with the... Oh, she's a psychic. She's not a dork. Okay, wait, this is Red Eyes? I don't remember the Red Eyes. I don't remember the crazy battle stance, but, like... Is she not from, like, a secret village of, like, dragon trainers? Something like that? I didn't know she was a Team Magma member. Or she was just posing to be one. What the? Does Zangoose have purple talons? Someone double check that. Or are they gray? I kind of like that they're purple. I don't remember them being purple. We'll have to end this beta type quickly. He's not going to do anything to me, but, like, we just can't take this. Oh, her name is Lorekeeper Zinnia? Wait, is Birdkeeper Toby a reference to Lorekeeper Toby a reference to Lorekeeper Zinnia? Zigzagoon has Purple Claws in Gen 3, but do they change that? Because that doesn't look familiar. It's a clan, gotcha. So part of the Draconins. Yeah, they've been throwing up some lore. Cool. Even Spoink looks a little different. Was his pearl always that, like, salmon pink and not purple? Interesting. I'm gonna have to Blaze Kick another Psychic thing. I think they were purple because it survived it. I like that it's purple. Kind of like... Is he a poison type or just normal? So they do change it? Not sure, maybe with everything? Gotcha. Get him, Biscotti. Ooh, that boy's getting strong. Biscotti, I need you to knock him out. I don't know. Maybe a grown-up version? Oh, chat. Pure normal? Survivor Strat the same way. I'm calling it right now. Just like for the 20th anniversary in Alola, like we saw red and blue and stuff in the game older. Now, I don't know if they'll make him even older. Like, you know, he looks like a 20-year-old for the 20th anniversary because he was 10, right, when the game started. They could make Red like a, you know, older 30-year-old man. Straight up maybe with a beard or something. I don't know. But maybe they'll do something else. Maybe it'll be other characters they could put on display. It would be really sad to see an even older, like, Professor Oak and stuff. Maybe he's, like, in a wheelchair. And impales her? Jesus Christ. Manga has no chill. Quick attack. Metal claw. Yeah, it could be gold, right? Maybe we see gold, silver, like the 20-year-old versions. Well, no, like, I think in general, time has moved. Like, that was the whole point of, like, Alola confirming, you know? So if we did see gold and silver, they'd probably be, you know, 30-ish too. U-turn. They could come up with any video game logic. I mean, look at Heihachi. Rustboro. So have we been to Rustboro? Yeah. Okay, so we did go through this one. So where did I just go the wrong way, chat? Where am I supposed to go? It's full of suspense. Oh, we gotta go to Mount Chimney. Is there a Mount Chimney nearby? Route 116. Oh my god. Wiglet. I found him. You're supposed to go to Lava Ridge? That's cool. Wait, so did Harmok die? Or can they just go to... Can they just... Oh, wait, can I do this? Dang, I could have sworn you could, like, jump parallel. Crap. I don't got fly. Am I cooked? Do I gotta go all the way... Okay, let's look at the map. Hoenn map. Okay. Hey, you said Lava Ridge. It's not too far. Did I make it to Lava Ridge? Oh, 18 or older? Oh, it's not. Dang it, Bobby. Alright, one shiny coming up. Just regenerated itself? Remember we had a Nincada on the team? You can head to Verdant Turf through the tunnel. Which tunnel? Right here? Oh, yeah, wasn't the whole shtick about, like, he's cutting through the tunnel, yada, yada, yada. Bet that. Let's see. What a funky little design. Like, I don't think there's any other Pokemon who has Whismer's eyes. Okay. So... we want to go into here, right? What are the shiny odds, chat? Like 1 in 4,000? Yeah, I mean, I think he'd look really cool in a beard. Oh, look at this. That's gonna be annoying. While he's so cool, I wish he was real. But he'd have, like, super asthma or whatever. No one should have super asthma. Wait, these people are gonna have weak-ass Pokemon. Well, maybe not, because, like, they know you're coming back level. I got you, bro. Watch this. Karate chop. You shot at that boulder. An HM? Thank you, bro. Strength. Wanda, now I can see you anytime. Ooh, take some rest at her home? Dope. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Okay? Y'all be safe. Oh, birds. I don't remember their name, but there's an artist who turns Pokemon into animal. Yeah, I've seen a few artists tackle that. I wanted to do that at one point too. I've done a few like little crossovers and little things like that. That one is so cute. I've seen a good number of those. And honestly, like, I feel like Pokemon, whether it's an official thing, do like a Hello Kitty Island adventure or like Animal Crossing thing where you take Pokemon and you have like Gary the Gyarados or whatever, and you collect them like villagers and you build your own little like Pokemon island. Oh my god, that would do gangbusters. Are you kidding me? So Nicholas, I played Pokken a long time ago and I didn't like it. It felt a little too technical for my taste. And as someone who loves Tekken, of which it's basically a semi-clone of it, right? Like, I think Pikachu's straight up Heihachi. And a lot of the moves are taken from Tekken characters. I just never got into it. It felt like it was doing the most. Like, I think either do a Smash Brothers style game where you put like it's a whole Smash Brothers, but like the characters are Pokemon. And you launch them off the screen or something. Or do something like a 2D fighter like if not Tekken, like Street Fighter. So Tekken moves like, directional like this. You could keep it on a 2D plane like Street Fighter. I think that would be so fun. Like, I would love that. Pokemon Park? Pokepark? Really? That was like Animal Crossing? Pokemon Crossing, yeah, like straight up, like, you don't have to be subtle about it. Like, use the branding. Oh my god, it would do gangbusters. I'm talking about going to school for my master's. In 2020, when I was graduating with my bachelor's, I was working on my thesis work the last few weeks. COVID just hit and everything was in lockdown. Animal Crossing came out. And I shit you not, like, I nearly threw my entire semester. Like, obviously I balanced myself well, but like, we were all like losing our minds slowly but surely. We didn't know like the pandemic would go for as long as it did. And I was playing Animal Crossing. It just came out, and I was using that as my stress relief. I was literally doing 10, 15 hour days, like working on both my thesis work and one of my final projects. And Animal Crossing like genuinely was like a saving grace to me. Like all of them, exactly, right? Found two artists who did that on YouTube. Moxie, like the Moxie I know, like our Moxie, did like an Animal Crossing Pokemon. A Stardew Valley one. Dude, Stardew Valley's kind of like what's that one farmer game that was popular before? Which, by the way, Stardew Valley is so popular, it's now the highest rated game on Steam. And I think it's made by one fucking guy. Like, shout outs to you. Incredible. Crazy. It was just one Japanese developer, and they made this kind of like niche, cute little farmer game. Yo, I gotta check that out. Animal Crossing came genuinely at the perfect time. You couldn't have timed it perfectly. Like, people were losing their mind, and funny enough, then they're like building their own virtual homes, right? I know the door's there. I want to see if there's anything there. Yeah, is he mostly doing streams these days? I should reach out to see how he's doing. Oh wait, here's an exit. Did I leave the right way? There was another door there. HP up. A guy who was monetarily suspended by his wife? What does that mean, suspended? She believed in his dream? Oh. Suspended? What word are you trying to use? I'm trying to figure this out. Monetarily... Like she like backed him, right? I want a wife like that. Somebody send me somebody like that. So I can work on my silly little art. And she pays rent. And then, you know, I'll become like a millionaire with the art. So it's like a good investment. Oh yeah, the HP. 135. And now we have 136. Did we literally just go up 1 HP? Sustained. I would like I'm just love vernacular and like lexicon, so I'm like trying to figure out the word. Trophy husband Bonnie. Yo, listen, I'll just say this. I'm gonna put on an apron. I'll cook and clean. Alright? I dropped my glasses. Buddy, I see it on your face, you liar. Hold on. It's gonna be nearby, right? And he's gonna give us something. Looking everywhere. Hold on. I'll find your glasses, bro. You're wearing your glasses! Okay, hold on. Let's use, what is the energy pop? Oh, it's a key item. Hold on. Item finder. I told you. Black glasses! I told y'all. Here you go. You're not what? What? Boy, what the? So what am I gonna do? Black glass. Oh, interesting. Bro, that's an experiment. Like that, those are Ray-Bans. He should have just lied and taken them. All right, so that's okay. So we'll go back. I'm glad I did the little exploration. I knew to, because if you see the first exit, no, there's other stuff to check out. Oh, we made it back. Verdant turf. Wait, is this where I was supposed to be? Rykar? Your trolling doesn't work on me. Everyone knows Shiftry is epic. Alright? In a Pokemon Cool contest, 10 out of 10 times, Shiftry's #1. In fact, I might just have to do a Shiftry appreciation stream. For 3 hours straight, I just draw Shiftry doing cool things like a sick lip. Okay. Am I just goofy? Hold on. So we're at Verdant Turf, Wallville, Rustboro, Fall Lava. Wow, this is the most Boston town, Fall Lava town. Okay, let's go to Fall Lava. Yeah, the Pats just moved their stadium to Fall Lava. Rustboro, Wallville, Slateport, Edelboig. Yeah, this is literally Boston. Boston. Where am I to go? Shiftry business. Riz Tree. The better for my eyes? That's crazy. Also love most of the creepy Pokemon. See? If you know good taste, you know good taste. Chad, am I going the right way? Did I not, like, exit the right part of the cave? I hate when I go into one... Oddish. Dude. Who else should we consider creepy Pokemon? Like, I do think Shiftry does do creepy really well in a cool way. Mauville. Okay. Oh, we haven't gone this way. I don't think there's a lot of Pokemon that creep me out. Oh, look at her sprite. That's cute. Last Halloween, I was invited to do a 4 artist on Ron's channel where I created, I think, 2 of my most, like, yeah, they were like some of my most favorite Pokemon, which was the one creepy crawly hand spider. I thought came out so dope. And the other one was, dang, I don't even know the name of my Fakemon anymore. That's how. If you guys remember the name, please tell me. Mimikyu I don't consider creepy. I think it's very cute. Me personally, my opinion. I just find it creepy. But then again, yeah, it doesn't take. You know, like, creepy, like, the word is unnerving. Like, something about the design is off. So Shiftry being a massive face makes it feel creepy. Mimikyu's, like, Dex entry helps elevate it to be creepy, you know? And that's design, yeah. Also, yeah, like I said, like, nothing really unnerves me. And so, for that Halloween video, I was, like, trying to figure out, and Ron was telling me, I think, yeah, certain Pokemon did make him unnerved and whatnot, but yeah, I don't think I'm that afraid of anything. Much like Master Chief from Halo 2. Specifically Halo 2. I think. Although Halo Reach is so good. Okay, let's do Metal Claw. I don't know who I attack. Yo, time flies when you're having fun. We're already 2.5 hours into the stream. The real world would be unsettling? I'd still think it was cute. I prefer the creepy cool and not the actual creepy unnerving. Giratina actually scared me as a kid. I always thought he was funny because he looked so stubby. You know, like, he does not look intimidating to me with like a chunky body and 6 chunky little legs. Like, if you look sickly, thin, frail, twisting. Oh, Unravenge. And that was what it was. I gave Unravenge's arms and hands looked like Giratina's wings, but that was his claws. It's one of my most, like, successful designs. I love that design so much. I forget the name of the spider too. Those are dope. Oh, something caged or something, because his hands like trap you like a cage. Oh, if anyone remembers, that'd be so goated. You had a jump scare in Platinum? That's funny. Hey. Was it like a cutscene? You were probably a kid when you played it too. Biscotti, I need you to evolve though. Proper scale. I think the second form, whatever they called it, I think is more successful to me as a design. Like, it feels more like a ghost dragon. Like, it's very grounded for a ghost, you know? Its energy is ghost. But like a twisty, turny, creepy caterpillar with like smoky appendages, like, that feels more in line to, you know, what I think it represents. I think it's a better job. Does a better job. Biscotti. Huh. Biscotti versus Biscotti. God, a Biscotti versus Aeron match would be so boring. Where should we call it for the day, you think? Origin form. Yeah. That's the more effective design. Wow, Peck did nothing. Aeron, you have nice defense, bro. Scotty, you missed? That's a talking to, buddy. Now I look like an idiot. Scotty. Oh, McDonald's for you. On the right hand. Okay, I love this guy. Oh, Suffocage. Thank you, Missy. That's exactly right. Thank you. Yeah, I remember finishing those, and I remember reaching out to Virgo, and I was like, hey, can you look over this? Like, does it look good? And she's like, yeah, it's great. And because, like, at that time I'd like fully committed to, you know, my own art style when I was like developing my designs. But that video, um, I know it's crazy, Zach. It's actually insane. Um, Part of that video was to make believable horror designs, and that's why it was such a fun episode. Because like, yeah, we could have like added extra tendrils and extra spiky teeth and blah 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 blah, but like the strength of a Pokemon design, a good Fakemon design, is that it feels like it fits into the game. So I went out of my way to like render it properly, because I used to do that at the start of my Fakemon crew. But I started falling out of love with it because it just felt like too much of a chore. Yeah, so ultimately, oh, there's not much out here at all. Route 118. You can cross if you know Pokemon Reserve. Where the hell do I go to? You see Origin Form guaranteeing rise out of Jet Black Portal completely cloaked in shadow. Oh, can you send me that? I want to see that. Into the Discord, please. Thank you. Oh, Magnemite, I love that. That's so cool, that little clip. Magnemite has some really great animations. Where like the magnets are like revolving, the screws come up and down and in and out and stuff. Very cool. I feel like Steel shouldn't be weak to fighting. I like fighting beating rock like a brick makes sense. I feel like if a fighter is to punch Steel, it would hurt. Yeah, it's like possible. I'm sure you could kind of like after a couple of hits like dent it a little bit, but the Steel is gonna hurt you more. And yeah, I know it's Pokemon, so it's not like a human doing it, but there's a lot of human logic, as it were. Y'all agree with me? We start a revolution. The Halloween themed ones, they just hit really well, you know? We already have that connection, the connotation of the horror characters and what they do in pop culture, like the nostalgia, the fear that's built over time, their legacy. I think Bilshu did a Halloween kind of set. I hope you guys enjoyed my Halloween videos, the fusions. I love making those. That first one is still one of my all-time favorite ones. I'd love to, you know what? What I should do, maybe I'll do a video where I like rewatch episodes with you guys. Would that be something you'd want to do? And I'll probably put it at like 1.25 speed and we can like zoom past certain things. Let me know if that's something you'd want to do, because it would be a cool way to kind of say bye to the channel, like that version of me. Nah, I'd win. I was beaten in heart. Hell yeah. Nice. You know what? So what I'll do, I think for sure we're watching the Halloween videos, because I put so much effort to it. And even the second one, I kind of made it like a sequel. I spent so much time on it. I remember the morning of, I was still finalizing some of the designs. The morning of the release. And that's happened like quite a few times. Because I have to truly be fully in love with any of my designs that I ship out. I only want the best for myself and my viewers. So in good faith, I can't just be like, just ship it. No, it represents me to some degree. Not to some degree, to a great degree. You know? Y'all never know, like, some of the stuff, like, I'm working till 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m. And then I wake up at, like, 6, 7 so I can get it out on time. Like, my own kind of, like, you know, time, you know? But I did it my way. Thank you, Frank Sinatra. Where the frick am I? Is this the right place? I'm just like, oh, we can go on this place now. Thank you, Rhett. He does have a creepy smile. The cable car is ready to go up. Thank you, lady. Editorializing? I like that verbiage. Oh, perfect. Told you I'm a Pokemon master. Oh, they both got Poochienas and they're making out. Make love, not war. Alright, y'all do that. I'm not gonna deal with y'all. Oh, they're dog fighting up there too. Okay, you know what? I will talk to you guys. We're gonna keep making more land. Expand the land, there'll be less habitats for water Pokemon. I mean, as far as who's truly evil, the water people, I feel like they're more like concerned about the animals, but like the sea would destroy the world, right? It would like flood everybody. That's like a biblical kind of connection to it. After like we make more land, instead they're like, we're gonna have the volcanoes erupt and, you know, that kind of damage. That's, you know, feels a little more dangerous, you know. Oh shit, should I save? Just be safe. We're 9 hours in. Used to be a gangster. Is that true? I knew a guy, I met him at Lighthouse, who made meals for Frank Sinatra. Those decades back. Grr, Bohdi, I should have guessed you'd showed up. See for yourself what the fanatics of Team Magma are up to. Inject the stolen meteorite's power into the volcano. You know, we've never met Maxie yet this whole time, right? How often did you give up on a Fakemon design? I never did, Missy. Like, I think you guys know my personality enough. I'm like an absolute go-getter, an optimist, that never give up attitude. I don't think I've ever like formally was like, I give up because I'm frustrated. If at any point I might have changed the direction of it because it wasn't thematically working, or, you know, I fully explored the concept and it just wasn't going to land well. But like, I don't think I've ever like given up on a design because I was just like, I'm frustrated. You know, like, it becomes even more, all the more challenging and like a fun way to make it work. Like, early on, like, if you guys recall, there were plenty of moments where like I'd be frustrated, but like I'd land the design at some point. And it was such a triumphant moment every time. Like, I'd figure it out in the umpteenth hour. And then I'm like, oh my god, I love this design now. Aren't you using a Poochyena instead of the Evo because Game Freak didn't want to make an extra sprite? Probably, right? I wouldn't have even considered that, but yeah, you're probably right. For those with the crowns, does it show when you guys get experience for when you send the messages? Like, how does that work on your... You know what? I bet you I could see like a regional variant of Poochyena and Mighty Eno. Could be like more true hyenas. ZUKO wants to learn Slash? Ooh, that's good. While I like Quick Attack for that quick kind of thing and a guaranteed first, Slash with a high critical hit ratio is kind of nice. So let's go ahead and do it. Did I do the wrong thing, chat? No, it just makes him more of a monster. What do you mean I lost? Sorry. Oh, are we gonna catch, like, Groudon? Like, is he that close? Actually, don't answer. So you've come all the way here, but you're too late. I've already delivered the meteorite from Meteor Falls to the boats. Magma admin Tabitha. Sent to, oh, so this is one of the special people who got a redesign because she's got a name. But she just looks like a grunt, which is a weird oversight. Get a critical hit on your first Slash. I'll be impressed. ZUKO, you have disappointed me once again. Zuko, land a critical hit for your master. You have disappointed me yet again, Zuko. Zuko, land a critical hit. Show them the results, the fruits of your training. Zuko, no McDonald's for you. You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. Zuko, I know you've been playing around. Land a critical hit with your slash. Oh. I did. He was the first thing I drew. He came out really sick. He came out sick. I gave him like a couple of scars across his face. Like these kind of more electric current kind of scars. Awakens that thing. Bono's eye? Oh, here he goes. Yo, are we... Obviously, I'll put Brown on the team right now. But the real GOAT is Kyogre. I want to hear it. I'll show you at the end. For sure. Its energy will grow deep inside the crater. And... Huh? Who are you? I'd heard Archie bemoaning a child who's been meddling in Team Aqua's affairs. It must be you he meant. So you're making me think of interfering... You're thinking of interfering with us, Team Magma. Now you listen. Long ago... Oh, I'm sorry. The mic has been so far away. This is going to be a lot better. Now you listen. Long ago, living things used the land to live and grow. That is why land is all important. It is the cradle of all. That is why Team Magma is dedicated to the expansion of the landmass. It is for further advancement of humankind and Pokemon. For that, we need the power of what sleeps within this mountain. No, there was no need for you to learn that much, but no matter. I'll teach you the consequences of meddling in our grand design. Ooh. Maxie does look cool. They do make him look more like calculated and whatnot in the new design. He's like a little more dorky. Zuko eats chicken nuggets? It is. Sadly, it is. Actually, chicken doesn't exist in that world, right? Did you saw the episode where he wasn't supposed to? What do you mean? Of what? Mighty Zuko, go ahead and moita this clown. Oh, I think I've seen like a little... Okay, yeah. Like, it's like a little Torchic shape kind of thing, and he's like hesitant. Oh, yeah. That's cute. Hit him with a critical hit. Oh, really? Wow. He survived the slash. I'm waiting to get a critical because they're like, it's a high chance of a critical. My ass. Alright, let's use double kick. Just remember, this is our only guy. We need him to last forever. Could you critical on one of the hits? Super Patayan? He lost an eating... Oh, an eating tournament? That's interesting. Would it be stupid to use Peck here? Super Battalion? Critical. Bruh. This guy's putting up a fight. Camelot's a fine design. I like the idea. I don't know what the rings are supposed to be on the side. I guess that's like an older thing. Brain Blast? Torchic has the feathers sticking up book 1. Has his head pressed down like book 3's. I mean, I guess. He's eating chicken wings? On the SS Anne? Like, there's gotta be regular animals, right? I mean, not... Like, in the anime, they've shown stuff like that, but, you know, that's because they didn't expect it to expand to that degree. We'll Blaze Kick you. A Zubat is your last Pokemon, bro? You should have led with the Zubat, go with the Mightyena, and then thematically the Camerupt is your Big stick. Easy peasy. I, Maxie, was caught off guard. Far-fetched wings indeed. With a sprinkle of green onion. But enough. I will back off this time, but don't think that this is the last you've seen of Team Magma. Even without the meteorite, if we obtain that orb. Wait, so he deadass just leaves the meteorite to his rival after doing all that? Because, okay, it's Pokemon. Just suspend your disbelief. With your help, we thwarted them Team Magma's destructive plan. But you, whose side is you on? Doesn't matter. We'll remain vigilant and keep up our pursuit of Team Magma. Bohdi, we shall meet again. And then he just leaves the meteorite too. It was such a big deal. Y'all are just gonna leave. Yes, I'll remove it. Obtain the meteorite. What does this do? What's up, Draco? Yeah, we just destroyed him. Again, why is Zubat your last guy? You do him first, then Mightyena, and then your ace. So anticlimactic. Alright, so we just did that. They're kind of stupid. It's, again, for a 10-year-old. Lava cookies? I'll have them. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Alright. What's this? Where are we going? Moon Knight theme? Meme? All food in the Pokemon world is the Pokemon. Of course, it's people. My God. The thing is, the way I see it is they probably mastered like vegan food, right? Like it's such a scientifically advanced society with the healthcare, and you could teleport and all this tech. They couldn't figure out delicious food, you know? Kingler Claws. That is true. That is true. I did not. Which are the fossils for this game? Is it Lilip and Armaldo or whatever? Because I think those are the weakest designs, in my opinion. I think they're cool, like, in their own way. Like, I'm glad they didn't just stick to, like, dinosaurs, but, like, low-key, I want more dinosaurs. Think now's a good stopping point? They're kind of stupid. Yeah. Again, we gotta suspend our disbelief. They do better with the writing and everything down the line, as you know. Bingo. I think I'd rather go for the one with the claws. Because the Lilip. And I forget the evolved form. It's cool, like, in its own way, you know. Very late, Rosa. We're about to we're about to wrap up. I said rose up because I just saw your name. All my fellas with the sad emoji. Need a key item? Gotcha. They also preferred Pokemon as magical beings. Alright, let's do double kick. Is he not rock? How is double kick not very effective? Oh, the psychic cancels the fighting. I'm sorry. Psychic can be super effective, but like, if a guy with brawn punches a nerd, it's gonna hurt. Ooh. Oh, wait. Is this where I could do... Hold on. I knew it! Cool. Excuse me. I got one last cough drop. The plant version of Mount. Oh. Mind over matter, man. I'm telling you, if you get punched in the face, it's hard to think. Who can fling you across the room? Yeah, but I clearly double kicked that little rock creature. I've got like this itch in the back of my throat. It's kicking my ass right now. Pokemon game like a prequel almost, where all the Pokemon are ancient forms. Oh my god, yeah. Don't get me started. Like Pokemon Jurassic Park. I think everyone here is for that. Right? Like a Legend ZA type of thing. Like a prehistoric, like... And, you know, that's a good way to kind of, like, reverse engineer a region, right? The theme could just be, like, ancient past. And it could be, like, creatures that kind of resemble the past paradox Pokemon. And, you know, whether or not it takes place in the past or you get sent to the past. You know. Yeah, I saw Michael B. Jordan straight up take one to the chin like a champ. Jesus. Like, Buddy just... A reason to use the fossils, like, yeah, you can reuse a lot of the fossils, but, like, Pokemon Jurassic and Pokemon Cretaceous, that'd be sick. But they come up with their own little versions of it, like their names. Stone Evos? What's that? What are they, I mean, meaning, which ones do they evolve specifically? Because it's a ton to keep track of. Yeah, he straight up tried to swing on Mewtwo. That's animal abuse. Well, actually, I think the thing is Mewtwo's got, like, human genes, right? Kind of, like, mixed in. That was the whole, not shtick, but, like, the thing that kind of, like, put him over the edge. I don't know. I could be wrong. Special episode for dinosaurs? Yeah. Oh, gender-based evil. A legendary T... I guess it would have to be a T-Rex, but at the same time, it would feel weird to double up on the T-Rex because we already have Tyrantrum. So it could be cool to have like a massive Spinosaurus and the other one be... Usually they go with like a masculine and an effeminate design. Like they need to balance each other visually. So I don't... It could be... Could be any two. Is it animal use? Is it animal crush? Was Mewtwo like straight up gonna obliterate Ash? I don't remember. Like picks him up and like splits him in two with his mind. Jesus. Jesse, Iris, and Ash. Who did Jesse fight? Who did Iris fight? Who's Iris again? I wouldn't forget because I didn't know Ash threw hands on Lucario. Why he did that? Why is Ash trying to fight everybody? Let them live, Ash. Well, Mewtwo was probably going to murder him, so okay, I get it. That's true, Draco. That is true. But I feel like I kind of want Tyrantrum to be kind of like leading the pack as like the representative of dinosaurs. Like, just like T-Rex is kind of like the king. If you're going to be a legendary, I say go all out and make it like... You know, yeah, at that point, like, add like the... cool factor, right? Go like Indominus Rex, like build your own dinosaur. I think would be cooler. Or just like Dialga and Palkia are their own kind of, you know, creatures. Even Lugia is its own kind of bird entity. Come up, like, don't make it a T-Rex, make it like come up with a cool new version, right? Like that's the fun of Pokemon. You can make what you want. So make a badass new Pokemon dinosaur mascots for each two, and let Tyrantrum be kind of like the de facto leader of the Dinobots. You know what I mean? See, girl? That doesn't help me. Bee who trains throwing hands. I seen that in the animation. With Sol Galeo, yeah, they didn't have to make it a lion, I don't think, but I guess the lion motif, I think it's more connected with like manuscripts with alchemy, right? I want to say something like that. We don't have like an epic bat Pokemon, so I did like Lunala, like being like an elegant, elevated, you know. Jesse beat the life out of her Viper? Really? Ours fights Drillbur. Ultimasaurus. Excuse me, guys. I'm like coughing up a lung here. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't even think base it on anything. Let them make their own cool dinosaurs. I'd rather see that because it's Pokemon. Use the creativity. Make Silvally almost where it looks like another Pokemon. Hold on. Cough drop is nothing against these. Hybrid Apex before? Really? I gotta see the new Jurassic. Heard it made a shit ton of money. I expected it to be a fun movie to just watch. I did see Superman. I think next week I want to go and see the Formula One. The Unova champion. Okay, I remember her. I forgot her name. She's a little brown girl, right? Like a princess. That was cool. I was like, a brown person champion, cool. And then they did Leon. And then they did the India lady, right? What's her name? Geeta? In the last one. I'm gonna do... You're not dragon, right? Altaria is a dragon. ZUKO's attack missed? That might be the first time he's ever missed. ZUKO fell asleep. I need you to wake up. Hybrid of T-Rex? Oh, shit. Drover? Oh, Drover. Iris was a cool champ. Oh, Iris and Leon are cousins? She's a prodigy? Fire. What was her shtick? Because she was like a dragon tamer at a young age, right? Purple hair. Oh yeah, a good chunk of them. I mean, because you know what? In the UK, there's a lot of Indians, right? With the obvious, unfortunate connection the UK has with, well, with a lot of cultures. But yeah, a lot of Indians obviously went to the UK afterwards. They're like, gonna get rid of us that easy. So it made sense for like Rose to be brown and Raihan is straight up like, sounds like an Indian name like Rohan. Maybe Raihan even is an Indian. Who knows? But it's just cool to see representation. What we'll do is, wherever this leads us, once we get to that town, we'll call it. Because we're like 3 hours in. Random combo. Some Pokemon get really cool animations, others get the short ends. I don't think Blaziken has landed a critical hit yet. With a slash. And then I'm going to use Metal Claw. Man, now I really want this Jurassic game. Well, if it's like Legends Cretaceous or something, Legends Pokasic or something, like, you would have, like, you know, mascot legendaries, but I mean, what if they did, like, they made, like, again, Black and White 3, aka Legends Third Dragon, and it was, like, set really far back in time. Well, I guess it's thematically wouldn't line up. Booga Booga times. Critical hit right here, no McDonald's for everyone. Jilber's your actual starter. I know it was probably said before. Right, saying this, but Bonham, people told you that you look like Peony? No? Hold on, let me look up. This is the first time hearing it. Who's Peony? I mean, his name Loki sounds similar to mine. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I really should know a lot of these Pokemon people's names. That's how you know I'm not like. I am a Pokemon tuber. Oh, I see a flower. Hold on, Peony Pokemon. Oh, this guy. He's the younger brother of Rose? Oh, I did not know that. Like his estranged brother Rose, he uses Steel type. Y'all think I look like Peony? Peony? How do you say his name? Pony? Pokemon Legends Fossil Park. That is a good name. It is. I'm very confused about the purple hair. Why purple specifically? It's nice to see some melanin. You know what it is? Like if you really look at like super black dark hair, much like a crow, it might be iridescent like blue or purple. It could be something like that as a means to like make them feel a little more fantastical, right? Because in Pokemon, a lot of people have different color hair. So I could imagine like green hair on like darker skin may not look as like it might look like a grass type trainer, for example, you know? Who knows? There's probably plenty of reasons, but that's why he wants Biscotti to evolve. Once a teenager. Steel type champion Bohdi. Now I would be ghost type champion. No, but I don't want to battle. I just want to be a researcher and help Pokemon like a ranger. You know? Too many people. Rose's brother. Fake fan alert. Wee. Penny's dad? Peony. Bonnie could cosplay Peony 100%. Pokemon Legends Hollow Earth? Woo, fire. A cosplay? Will people recognize this? Is he a character that people like know? Like if I walked around, I mean, first of all, it'd be way too hot. I'm looking at this guy. He's got a hard hat, fur collar, fully kitted out. I'm not putting all that red on. It's too traumatic because I used to work at Target, so I used to wear red shirts. All right, let me look at this. I know he's from the DLC, but I forgot. Peony relatives is Penny. Y'all weren't lying. I have a cute daughter. What is Sweetie Pie? Who's Peonia? Oh, so that's Penny's commonly referred to as Nia. So my wife is white or light skinned because I have two different colored daughters. So her unnamed mother. Region Paldea, originally Galar. Oh my god, this makes a ton of sense. It's another Indian guy who married a British lady. Alright, let's read his thing. This is interesting because no one's ever told me that, Dingus. So it's funny you say you've got this comment before. No one's ever told me I look like Peony. Is the younger brother of Rose, though this is not often publicly mentioned. From childhood, he always felt pressured because he was constantly compared to Rose, who was described as being quite gifted, which caused Peony to become rebellious. That's the thing. I've been the opposite. I was never like a rebellious kid. Becoming a delinquent who ran away from home, he eventually had his talents recognized and became a gym leader. Specializing in steel types, he was a powerful trainer who posed a challenge to many, so much so he eventually became a champion. Though he left the Pokemon League shortly after Rose became the chairman, he eventually found his way into exploring the Crown Tundra in hopes of learning about the legendary. He is often mistaken for his older brother Rose due to their strong resemblance. He has an odd relationship with his daughter Peonia. While he very much cares for her, he has an extremely boisterous personality, insists on taking her along in adventures. That does sound like something I would do. I'd want my kids to like play with me and go out with me and stuff, and they're like, "Dad, you're embarrassing." Wishes to do things her own way, being extremely embarrassed by her father's behavior. Peony appoints the player as the lead of his expedition team. Through the explorations, he serves as a mentor, giving advice. She tries to bring Peonia along on an adventure. They both end up going to the Max Land. Steel Peony. It has many fans, especially among men. The photo is actually a composite made before Peony. Peony liked the way he looked. That's cute. So how do we know Penny for sure is the daughter? Because they straight up... Peony's rare. And you can see his wife. Told you she's a Galarian person. And this guy came from the India region. How interesting. That's so funny. I'll take it. He's like a handsome looking guy, I think. But it really says Penny daughter. No, I don't see anywhere. How did they confirm it? Penny, oh, notes. Penny's implied to be the daughter of Peony along with her home region being Galar. She uses Peony's specific phrases and vent to her an ultra mega during and after conversation with her father. Interesting. So Bulbapedia lists it like in the thing, but then in the notes it says it's implied. She's British. Piano. I thought it could be adoption, because that's representation. That is true. Daughter we see is clearly mixed. That's true. And then obviously, like, if you can see some families, some kids might be a little more tan or lighter skin, or, you know, hair color, da-da-da. Biracial couple based. Sisters both have in common they don't want nothing to do with their father. Ouch. The Mochi Mayhem epilogue. And he has a phone call with him in Scarvy. Oh, that's cute. So cute. I love when they expand lore in little ways. I feel like I'm falling apart. What went wrong? We gotta have bread. Alright, we keep jumping. Do we want to go here or here? I'm gonna go here because they're... No! I bet you there's a super secret rare Pokemon there, chat. See, this is why I took this bike, so we could do this. I don't really need this speed. What am I doing? I can just jump this way. Alright, watch. Super rare Pokemon coming up. And it's going to be a shiny. You're welcome. When can we see the mom? Rosa, in the... Yeah, the mom is on the card. She's like a white lady with British hair. Alright, I'm gonna look in this area once more, because what is this one patch? The other side doesn't, so it's like they want me to explore them. You have a favorite region? I think it might be the Alola region. I like the tropical climate, like it's got like a nice... It felt like the most completed, like, region. Like, I feel like they hit their stride with the 3D at that point. Whereas, like, Galar, the first foray into, like, full 3D, like, it had a style to it, but, like, it wasn't super memorable to me. Paldea was, like, a huge swing and a miss for me. I'm sorry. So, to me, like, Alola just feels so complete. It felt so refreshing when you play 6th generation straight and they're like, we don't even have a proper gym set up. Here are these trial captains for each of the types. The character designs were great. I love the Pokemon designs. I didn't care for Z moves, so that's kind of the big miss for me there personally. But I you know, I really do want to go to Hawaii. That's been something that I have on like a vision board. I think Polynesian and Pacific Islander culture is so beautiful. So yeah. The best vibes, that's a good way to put it. Pearls are rare, that's true, but I don't want to snatch it. Isn't there some weird deck? Like, I love the decks for so many Pokemon. They're like, if you do this one thing, the Pokemon implodes. And I feel like, I want to say, if you take away its Pearl, it like straight up shrivels and dies or something crazy. I love Lola too. And he has to have dyed hair though, because she got those colors from nobody. You know, sometimes what happens, I like the official for Paldea. The official? What do you mean? To be fair, a lot of times, and yeah, like she could absolutely dye her hair. That could easily be it. But there are instances where, like, sometimes you unlock a recessive gene through, like, not your parents, but your grandparents, right? If you turn out the same pale blonde as her mom, it wouldn't be hard. That's true. Honestly, Bouncer else. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of silly little things like that. Chat, I don't think there's any cool Pokemon in this. So we'll do one last thing and we'll keep going. The official art. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot to like about Paldea. It's just that it got so screwed over by the horrendous lack of, like, like the vision for the actual game. Like visually, it is rough. Like there's no excuse for that game to look like that this many generations in, as a flagship franchise for Nintendo, representing not just a AAA franchise, but like, correct me if I'm wrong, the highest grossing media platform, not platform, but IP. It's inexcusable. There's no world it should ship looking like that and then playing the way it did too, with its frame rate stutters and glitches and bugs. And, oh, it's marred by it, unfortunately. It's just so connected to it for me, where like that experience just throws it off, you know? The characters are fine. I found that, did you guys notice so many of the characters had dual hair tones? Like, so many. Penny, the professor, like a good chunk of people have two tones. Like, what's that about? Is there some sort of hidden design reference I wasn't made aware about? It was really bad. I ran into a few things myself. My attack missed twice? What did he use? Was it sand attack? I wasn't paying attention. Can you register me? Oh my god. No, I don't like when people ask me to do that. You're putting me on the spot. Too nice to say no. Alright, where are we going? Route 112. I'd like to get to Mauville, but if I went down these edges, it'd be no easy matter to get back to Lava Ridge. Okay, so this is where Flannery's at. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed the experience, like, because I'm just a fan of Pokemon, right? No matter what. But it's unacceptable, you know, like, as a consumer. Let's buy it. I will buy a Super Pop. One is the green streak, Arbin is 2 shades, Kieran and Carmine are black. It's a good like, I'm sure the water guy, I think he had like white hair and like gray. Like, so many characters had multi, and I thought that was so weird. Like, it was noticeable. Not weird like necessarily a bad way, but like, I want to know the intention behind it, because other regions never had that. Oh, look at that guy. Low-key chat, I want to fight Flannery now, but we might as well save it for the next thing. We're almost at 3.5 hours, so I think we'll start wrapping up here, guys. We're halfway through the game already. Crazy. And we're beating it with one Pokemon. I think it's just because they could, but I wonder if this is like a design motif that they'll take it into the next region, if this is a thing where they're like, oh yeah, you know he's a Pokemon character because he's got two-toned hair. A stylistic choice. Some ZA that's what I'm saying. What if this is like a new thing where they're like, Pokemon, yeah, your character has to have 2 colors for whatever reason, right? It's an art style change. That's true. Like, the character models straight up go through like, their actual proportions are different. So if you import the models, and I think they do for like things like or at the very least if they like try to, you know, make it 1-to-1, the characters are, would you say physically or literally or taller than their counterparts. So Nimona, who is, you know, your rival, right? She's like a taller rival because they shifted, like, as you guys said, the style. And she's like, I think a foot taller or something than all the other rivals, and technically they're all kind of similar ages, you know? Let's jump into here. We're the weirdo with one hair color. That's why we're the NPC character, or not the NPC, excuse me, the main character, because we don't follow the same, we stand out in that way. You are making her markets specific? Maybe. I don't know. I think if it's something so noticeable, like, you should be, I'm not saying there should be a reason, but, like, if everyone has it, then it doesn't feel as special. If that makes sense, I did that too, Rack. I had that moment as well. Although a part of me was thinking, like, I wanted to go full blonde for this summer. Or if not blonde, I wanted like a platinum silver kind of look originally, but I kind of gave up because I don't want to damage my hair that much. Speaking of which, I need it. Okay. Plain dude. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was feeling, where everybody like felt so like their own main characters. Where I'm like, if everyone got something like that, then it's not as impactful, But yes, I'd love likes on the way out. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm wrapping up this channel anyway. Again, the channel as we know it, right? Like, it'll be reborn. Like, videos will be like this, where I'm like, hey guys, never give up, da da da, as I've said, You can see I'm doing a lot of cleaning and whatnot. But so, all right, guys, that's the end of the stream for today. We're 3.5 hours in. I would presume we're about halfway through the game, right? Because just a little under, because there's 8 gym leaders. We'll have to go through Victory Road. We'll have story stuff to do. Like, I don't know if Latios and Latias is like a post-game thing. I don't know how much of the post-game we'll do. I mean, I feel like we should. But yeah, well, we have story stuff to do with Kyler and Brad and whatnot. Too dark for that effort, but I have gray hairs now. Hey, I'm getting my grays too. For whatever reason, I have like a gray streak coming just down here. Just here. I don't know. But, yeah. It's harder for women because you have longer hair and, like, you don't want it to get frail and fall down. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out. Oh, I did say... Hold on, I did say, for those who missed it, I will show what ZUKO looks like in the art. Because I was doing the portraits, and I was like, oh, I'm going to give him, like, a full art. So here is the ZUKO art. He came out really cool, chat. Let's see. There he is. We'll close it out here. Here's ZUKO. And the flip looked better, so I kept it there, so that's what that is. But he's got the scars on his face. Lightning kind of... Pretty cool. I was saying at the top, I might even line this design, and then you guys could color it. Like for the next Discord challenge. We'll see. Swing! Exactly. If that's like a fun challenge you guys think. I know, right? He looks badass. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly edit him. Because I kind of see how I would. Maybe I'll ask that for the August challenge. So I would make this obviously more flat. I think I'm going to bring this leg just a touch higher. Because I need it to be equidistant. I think I'm gonna like, yeah, bring it out just a little like that. I'm going to move this arm something like that, and then I'm going to have the head tilted and brought down a little like this. and I would probably do more of a stronger arc. So we'll take the circular tool here, and I'm gonna do stroke. We'll make it red so it's a little easier to see, or orange, and that's kind of the line of action I'd probably use to get that nice circular shape. Yeah, something like that. Okay, pretty solid. Love the flow, yeah. Oh, could you guys not see what I was working on the whole time? So something like that. So that could be a really fun challenge for, like, it would give you guys, those who want to participate in the Discord challenges, rather than having to, like, sit down and come up with your ideas, which, don't get me wrong, like, I know is fun for you guys. I think the Biba one is really getting ahead of some people, because I'm not seeing as much activity there, which I was hoping to see, because, you know, it's my Pokemon. So, you know, I hope you guys, you know, figure out some cool evos for Biba by the end of the month. You have about under 2 weeks now. But maybe the challenge will be like, I'll color the lines for this, or excuse me, I'll complete the lines for it, and you guys could just color it. It'll be like a fun little thing. Have you ever watched Pokemon quiz videos? There's a series that would rack your... I have not. If you'd like, you can leave that in the Discord, and I can check that out at some point. But yeah, there you go. That's the ZUKO illustration. Cool. Now I'll call it, and the timing's kind of perfect too, because we're at 3 hours and 29 minutes, 30 seconds just about to go. So yeah, gang, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you all, yeah, tomorrow. I'll likely be streaming tomorrow and probably taking Friday off. So yeah, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day tomorrow.